And we are live. If you're watching this live on YouTube or you're watching a replay of this, I'm going to be helping a handful of creators grow their business, video-free businesses, grow their business all the way from client acquisition using paid ads to retaining their clients through great service delivery. If you get value from this video, of course, like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And if you'd like to be a part of one of these coaching calls, well, then there's a link within the description of this video. Excuse me. Just go to that. Click that link. It'll take you to the page where you can book a call, have a conversation with myself, see if this is a good fit for you or not. Okay, without further ado, hope you enjoy.
Being able to let you know, like, okay, I think this will work for Afrocora, because at the end of the day, there's this thing about, are you a fan of this guy, Lai Wasabi? I think I've come across on social media, right? Yeah. So he has this way he says stuff, funny ways of saying stuff about information, like, oh, you fly with information and all. So, there are so many things that information can really help you get through. So I was able to do some research and I came across all of this. And also now I know, based on, how all these big products, all these big corporations and stuff, how they sell. Because, the first thing is eyeballs, which is on autopilot. Autopilot because, you don't expect Apple, or I think.
Tyrell, what's going on, man?
What's going on with you?
Chilling, bro. Just chilling.
Yes, sir.
How you doing? How's your day going?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. I was trying to get on there with Go High Level to get some things. So I got my EIN number and everything like that. So I tried to apply or whatever. They did a review, and it said because I'm gaining information on the opt-in, they're not accepting it. So do I have to shut that off first and then do it after
No, just
for the A2P?
when you did the A2P, did you hop on with somebody and have them walk you through setting it up? Yeah, just find another person, hop on and find another person, just tell them
Okay.
there's probably something silly.
No,
Sometimes
when I put confirm and it was doing the cycle to accept me, the A2P, it said that, not the person that helped.
Oh, I know. The person that
Okay.
helped you, maybe they didn't tell you exactly what you need to do. Maybe they told you like to use a specific opt-in page. Maybe you need to create another opt-in page. When Adisha hops on, what you can do is you can just ask him really quick and be like, "Hey, bro, how did you?" Because for me, off the top of my dome, I just don't remember because I've only done it
Okay,
two
cool.
times.
Yeah, because I don't
Um,
have like an actual website for my
no,
because
you do.
I just use
That's
the funnel.
that's the website. That's the funnel.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
So think about a website and a funnel. It's like the same thing. It's just the
Okay.
funnel is specifically designed to get from one place to the next. But
Okay.
it's the same thing. It's like saying a film versus a video. It's the same thing. When people
Yeah,
use the term film, they just mean maybe a little bit more cinematic, but it's the same
got you.
thing.
Yeah,
It's the same
for
thing.
sure. Yeah, it was I don't know if I can, let me see. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Oh, what's it at? Here it is.
And sometimes like it could be an issue with like the specific way that you did it. It could be an issue
Hmm.
with like their AI approving it and it like they just
Yeah.
screw that up. So usually, people have to do it like two or three times before it's approved.
You see that?
Multiple opt-ins, a form collected phone number. Okay. Um, so you tried to, so you submitted it or you couldn't even submit to get the HTTP
Nah, I
approval?
wouldn't even. I didn't submit it yet. When we submit it to see.
Oh, okay. Are you showing, can you show me like maybe the image that you're showing them in terms of your opt-in?
When we go back, I can go back real quick.
Yeah, yeah, go ahead and just like show me like what you all submitted.
Let me make it bigger so you can see. So I added this to my footer.
Copy, install the widget code. What am I looking at here? This is,
This is I added my stuff in my website right here. I can go back some more so you can see. I added all my information in right here. So it's where it starts at. Added all my information in
uh-huh.
right here.
Okay. So you got the address in there, you got the email. Okay.
Yep. Then I did this one.
Okay, that's right.
Then I did this one.
Um, did they tell you to do quick setup versus manual setup?
No.
So the person that you were hopping on, like at this point, did they just said like select one?
Yeah, I just selected this one. It wasn't them, it was me. I just selected this one, the quick setup.
So they didn't give you any suggestions of which one of those two you should have done?
No, because he didn't see me do this part. He didn't see me do this part of it. I called him when
So,
I was stuck at the where I had to put it in the footer.
'cause I don't
And
even remember the footer part. That might be a new thing, but
yeah,
so I don't
I don't.
remember the quick setup versus a manual setup. But go ahead and click continue. So message, case, website. I don't even remember this widget stuff.
Yeah,
Okay.
bro. Like they didn't change it, bro.
Go ahead and click on continue. What did that just say? It was an error?
It was the footer. No, it was the footer saying I need to copy it to put it in there.
Okay, so use case description list. And so these things, so do they help you with this part?
I don't fill out none of this.
Oh,
They
you,
automatically did that. Yeah.
so
I
this
just
is,
do I just do this.
okay, so let's say you go and select all those. And then this is where you get the error.
Yeah, that's where I got there. Like, hey, you got pages doing the opt-in.
Yeah. Mason actually helped me with mine, so he's hopping on. He might have a second to give us a little
Okay.
bit.
But yeah, I'm trying to get that figured out because the thing of it is because I know you want us to hit our leads up right away, right? Once we get them within, the couple of minutes or whatever. And I had to switch it to my email, but me switching my email is taking all of them to the spam joint.
Mm,
So I'm not getting them. So I'm always getting them late if I do get opt-in. So I'm hitting them up later on because I'm not seeing it because it can't go to my number.
okay. Um, it sounds like Mason's hopping on a phone real quick. Let's go ahead. What does it say? Chat widget compliance failed. Multiple opt-ins failed. You can proceed until all compliance checks. So let's go and click on cancel. Mason, still you still an HEP guru? You're muted. We can't hear you.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yeah, yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, what's going on?
What's going
What's the issue? What's going on?
Go ahead and click on previous. Go back, Cheryl. Keep going back. So do you know, does this any of this look familiar to you, Mason? Like the way I think they changed up the way they do
Yeah,
it.
yeah, this does look a lot different. Okay, where's your business registered US? You have a tax ID. So you have an LLC?
Yeah.
Okay. Um, what are your CP 575? The fuck is that? You can just hit continue because this all looks normal. Pharrell Jones. Yeah, everything looks normal here.
And then keep going.
Yeah, I do low volume.
And then this is the part that I was like, oh, I haven't seen this before. I feel like
Oh,
he should be doing
interesting.
I feel he should be doing manual setup because the quick setup it's asking about like chat widgets and stuff, and he had to like set up some kind of chat widget. It's like I don't do chat
Oh,
widgets.
on the website or something? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's just to collect. You might be able to turn that off, but I mean,
Well, like go ahead and click on next and you'll see what Cheryl sees.
Yeah, let's see.
So this
Yeah,
stuff,
I know exactly what this is. Okay.
Yeah, it made me put this into my footer on the opt-in page.
Yeah, yep, okay. Copy
should
and
he
install
do
the
this
widget.
one or should he do the manual setup?
Um, I mean, I would just go through this, but then just disable the widget on the website. Because if
Okay,
this is like the more approved fast, this is what I would do personally.
go ahead and select confirm and then move on.
But
And then
did you copy that code though?
I don't know if it's a new code. I can copy it just in case and see.
Oh, you already did it. Did you put it
Yeah,
in
yeah,
the
I already
body?
did this.
Okay, you put it in the footer.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that looks good. Remove all. Oh, I don't know what that said.
and this is where he's getting stuck. He's just like you don't even have the ability to like type anything in there in terms of sample messages. It's just kind of automatically auto populates and you just have to select these things and then click continue and then it seems to be stuck for him.
Oh, interesting.
So go ahead and select all those Cheryl for Mason to see.
Yep. I wonder if it'll tell you what the error is as well, or does it not tell you?
It tells him that both his chat widget is fucked and he has multiple opt-ins.
Yeah, because I wonder if what it's doing is essentially putting in the chat widget on every single page of the funnel, and then it's saying that that's the issue. Because then I don't think that you would just have to put it in the footer. You might have to put it in the footer on each page. Maybe that's why it's giving you an issue. That's kind of the first thing that comes to my mind.
Hmm.
Does it typically take this long? Oh, let's see.
What the hell? So the chat widget compliance, did that pass before? It didn't pass before.
No, the first time it did when we did it, it didn't. Now they're doing it.
A form collecting phone number, SMS contact info is detected on a page where your chat widget is embedded. Remove it before submitting. Multiple opt-in sources will trigger a rejection. Okay. A form collecting phone number. What page did you put the chat widget on?
Charlotte, if you want to
The opt-in.
if you want to open up your opt-in page real quick in a new
Yep.
tab, you can see.
Because what I might do if I were you.
Maybe put it right here.
Can you click on preview so we can see what the page looks like?
Yeah, because it's probably gonna populate both. That's what I would imagine.
So that's the widget at the bottom right, that
Yep.
blue icon. Yeah.
Yeah.
So should
So
are you thinking, Mason, we just get rid of that code for the time being and then try to submit it? Is it
I would try this. I would take that code, add it to the footer section of your thank you page.
Okay.
So get rid of it on this page, add it specifically to the thank you page, and then try it again. Then maybe that will work.
Okay. Um,
If what it's saying is true, then it should be approved.
Ronnie, what's up?
What's up?
Chilling, chilling.
Ronnie McDonnie.
What's up, Mason? How are you?
I'm doing well, man. I'm doing good.
Mason, we talking about some stuff today or just chilling?
I honestly, I was just gonna jump on to say what's up. I actually have to get running because I'm gonna grill some chicken in a little bit, just because I'm trying to like meal prep some stuff. But yeah,
Great.
dude, we should What'd you say?
Just trying to get them gains.
Yeah, bro, it's bad. I'm trying to get some gains here. So
But it's
the girls
bad.
the girl's gonna do it. So no, dude, I just wanted to jump in and chat about some more specific stuff in terms of like what I want to do to pivot and kind of get your
Yeah,
um
for sure. We can
is this
talk.
the one you was talking about? Koshik does the gym stuff and all that.
Mason, this guy is the GOAT, bro. Those
Okay.
guys.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, heck yeah. What's going on, man?
Doing good. Doing good, user. Doing good.
I know, right, bro? Bro, I don't know what's been going on with my stuff, bro, because it's been doing that on Go High Level too. They like, user, please put in your name. We don't know who you are. I'm like, bro, why does it keep doing this? So I just
Yeah.
signed in and hopefully it fixes it, the thing.
Mason.
Anyways,
Yeah. What's up,
I
bro?
was I was just gonna say, dude, like I've obviously had a lot of thoughts going through my head, and obviously, like I know I didn't respond to your voice memos, but I've been thinking a lot, obviously working a lot as well as you know.
Yeah.
Um, I'm just trying to find like a better balance, but also putting enough more money into my pocket as well. You know what I mean? Like I've been thinking a lot about creating like a low ticket offer and then making it where it's just kind of like a school group type of offer and then just kind of building that up with ads, et cetera, and kind of letting that go and then doing my own thing.
Yeah. Shout out. Let's do this, bro. This is let's if we have time, we'll circle back to this. 'Cause I don't want to
Let's go.
spend
Yeah,
too
yeah,
much
yeah,
time
yeah.
on
Now chill
stuff. I would
out.
rather focus on other stuff that I
Yeah,
saw
yeah,
some of your questions on, which I think are a little bit more important because this stuff right here, we can fuck around with it, but the best
yeah,
use
yeah.
is kind of talking and
I'm
go high
down.
level, having them
Heck
walk
yeah,
you through
heck yeah.
trying different things different. Um, but yeah, Mason, remind me what were kind of like the key points of that voice note that I sent you because it's been a little while. Like, what were the suggestions I gave you? And in terms of low take, are you
Yeah.
talking about low take for B2C with Lauren, or are you thinking about B2B with personal trainers to sell to personal trainers? Like, what were you thinking?
Yeah. So I haven't necessarily thought about like exactly the client acquisition in terms of when I go to B2B, but that's something that I most likely want to do to get a higher profit margin. But then when it comes to B2C, basically what I wanted to do is essentially build a low ticket funnel for that, where essentially people can just like $97 a month and then just get a like a recurring subscription and kind of build out more of that a model where I can step away from it and still make profit.
I don't think
Um,
that would work. I don't think that's
why?
possible. Subscriptions are very hard to get working. People, as soon as they see subscriptions, just based on my experience, the moment they see subscriptions, um, your cost per acquisition just jumps through the roof because it's like you're a stranger. I don't want to be tied in. I don't know what the cancellation process looks like. I don't know how I have to email. Um, what I do, and even me, I will tell you based off of seeing other people, hearing from people like Iman Ghazali and seeing their results. Iman Ghazali was talking about how like the average churn rate is like 3 months across the board after spending millions of dollars. It's true if you don't set it up the right way. So $97 a month, bro, it's going to cost you hundreds of dollars. It's just not going to even make sense. What I always do is I always just say $47 offer. And then even my $17 per month, bro, if we visit my site, you'll see it doesn't say $17 per month. It says just $17 to ask questions, as many questions you want, as often as you want. So I don't even position as a subscription. I think that you should have from what I've seen, low ticket thing with an order bump of like I do 197, some people do a less number, and then $17 per month, that's your front page. The second page is your 397. Like that's just what works. Bang. My conversions hundreds is 10%, 10%, 10% across the board. So 10% of people that are going to buy the $47 thing are going to buy the subscription. 10% of the people overall purchase are going to buy your coaching program. So if you are saying like $97, try to lock somebody in and then you're building passive income, uh the idea is great, but I don't think it works. In my experience, the only way it works is your shit has to be fantastic, amazing, and I don't think and it's not even fantastic. Like they must need it. It has to be golden handcuffs where they can't get rid of it. That's the thing. They can't get rid
Well,
of
that's
it.
the thing. I think I figured that out.
Okay, what is that?
So it's basically like a site that I build called Teacher Prep where they have to have a username and password to get into. Now, I haven't developed it in terms of like, this is very rough putting it together to see like if it would work, if it's like attractive.
Sure.
And it's been like fucking crushing. Like everyone loves it. Like we've had people sign on with us and stay on with us simply so they can continue to have access to it. And that kind of got my gears turning. And I was like, dude,
What does it do?
like, so essentially what it does is it's like a meal prep website. And essentially what they do is they go and they pick the recipes that they want and they add it to their cart, almost like they're grocery shopping. And then it
Okay.
breaks down all the ingredients and all the things that they want in a click of a button. And then also it's like there's also like a meal prep section of it. And I'm also working on adding like different affiliate links from like Amazon and trying to get my LTV to go up. But the premise is essentially they can go and they can click and they can go through and basically get customized macros within like that in terms of whatever meals that they're clicking, and then prep their entire week in advance and have it all broken down for them, give them instructions and everything that they need to do it.
It's possible, man, but that's a whole nother like. So what's the goal with that? The goal is to, what are you trying to do? Liquidate ad spend, trying to build passive income. Like, what are you trying to do with it?
I'm
It's
trying
it's
to,
either liquid. It's either I think I went over this with your purchasers. If you're going after purchasers and not leads, you're either doing one of two things. You're either liquidating ad spend or you're trying
yep,
to build a passive income machine. Which one of those two?
passive income machine.
Passive. I mean, you can try, bro, but I think that's a whole nother thing because so you're not trying to ascend these people, or it's like that's like, hey, if it happens, it happens, but I don't really care about that.
I want to essentially be able to get something out of it without, well, I mean, I feel like that's everyone, what everyone wants to do, but it's make as much money without putting as much effort in as possible, if that makes sense. Like I make a good amount from what I'm doing right now, but also it's like there's extreme opportunity. And like I'm just looking at the numbers. I'm like, if I can get 200 people in at $97 a month, it's like I can make 10K a month passive. And I don't know. I know it's hard, but I just don't think it's impossible to do, especially like I
I
can
think
just
the
see
trick to
creating a
that,
really good video or ad that's basically saying like, dude, if we can't at least save you $97 a month with our system, then like you don't even have to fucking pay for it. Like it
I think
saves them money as well. So it's like justifiable, but it's like I can value stack on top of it and be like, okay, you have a group coaching call a week, you have this thing, you have this, and it's only $97 a month.
what you're doing is you're diving into the world of SaaS, bro.
Okay.
And so with SaaS, obviously, it's like it's diving into a world of SaaS, like Hyros or Go High Level or ClickFunnels. And so what that means is now the process of you retaining these people is going to be a good amount of work that either you're going to have to do or somebody else is going to have to do. Initially, you're going to have to do to figure it out if it even works, but it's going to be like, hey, once somebody gets in, it's those activation points. So what do I need step by step to get people to do within the first 72 hours within this time frame so that they get hooked and then they stay? That's a whole nother skill set compared to
Hmm.
like how I'm running low ticket funnels, which is like more about nurturing people and getting them bought in so I can sell them something high ticket. So those are completely different things. So you're in the SaaS game at that point, bro. I like the idea of I like the idea of that. I don't like that in my opinion. For me, it's like I think that that's possible to do, but it is going to take a tremendous amount of time, energy, and dollars. It's kind of like, Silicon Valley where they invest, a shit ton of money on client acquisition and then in 5 years they finally break even or some shit because your cost per acquisition is going to be high and then the churn is going to be high and it's going to take some time to get there. So for me, I like it as a bonus. I don't like it for me personally, I don't like it as a core thing. Um, I think it's much like if you just do the numbers, like write down the numbers. If I'm selling a $47 thing, my cost per acquisition 150, I add some additional shit, my average order value is 116. Okay, like the numbers are numbering. And then like one of those, like if your shit, like my shit is $17 and like I just wait for people to like eventually reach out and be like, hey, I don't want this thing. For you, if you make it so valuable, so you make your thing $47 as a core thing, and then you make this $47 or $17 a month, and then you or $20 a month or $30 a month, and then you just go ham in terms of getting people to use that thing. It's like you've liquidated the ad spend through the low ticket product, the mid ticket product, and all this other shit. So you're not worried, and then you're just going ham to get people to use that use your SaaS. You go ham on that. Okay, cool, you're good. But if you try to sell that as a standalone thing, bro, your cost per acquisition is so high, it's dangerous. Versus if you liquidate some ads with some other products in there, and then you just go ham on trying to retain people, it's like, okay, it's less risky. And if it works
Yeah.
out great.
Yeah, because that's kind of what I was thinking as well in terms of that. Because I mean, obviously there's like an upsell process as well, but also it's like I think the main thing is just like the community piece of it, which keeps people on as well. Like it's so much more of like a community. Like obviously results are important, right? But it's like results and community. If you don't have those two things, I feel like retention is just fucking impossible.
I like the affiliates. I like that. That's
Yeah.
good. I like
Yeah.
that.
So that I mean even that part as well can be added to it as well. Like in terms like obviously you know how school and like go high level and things along the lines of that work, but um I don't know. I don't know. I just look at the numbers and I'm like even if the churn rate is just so high and it's like they only stay for like I don't know. Again,
And
I don't have the experience, but for me it's like I just don't feel like it would cost like I don't know, maybe I'm wildly underestimating it, but I just feel like my cost per acquisition would be like around the same as what I would charge a month for it. Just because we would try to make it as valuable as we can with like a really good video as well.
there's this guy, Ed Lawrence, if you want to write that down, remember that. Edward Lawrence on YouTube. And what he does is he used to sell like coaching, and this guy was making hundreds of thousands a month, and then just he wanted to get rid of his sales team and everything. And so now what he does is his core thing is like on YouTube, he just nurtures people and then he opens up doors for a limited time. And I don't know if this is working well, but what I saw on his site was he had like two options. He had like one option that's like a higher price point. He had one option that's a lower price point. I forget what the difference is,
Hmm.
but each of those I think came with 30 days worth of AI where they got to talk to basically his AI as if they were coaching him. And so he kind of gave the software away for free for 30 days. And then he said it's automatically going to bill you after the 30 days. So
Yeah, like
basically
a
he
7 day free trial essentially, and then like
kind
after the 7 day free trial, it's like 97 a month after the fact
So
until you
basically,
cancel.
they're spending $2,000 on this course, and then he knows inevitably they're gonna have questions. So they're gonna use the AI, and then when they do use AI, they're like, "Fuck, I'm getting blown away, bro. I have to keep paying for this thing after the 30 days."
Yeah, because like we could rip access from them from that site as well. Like if I develop it, but then also it's like they're gonna remove access from like the coaching calls and like the community events, the giveaways, and all those type of different things. I don't know. Maybe yeah, I don't know. The reason I'm thinking about it as well is because like I want to be able to build my own thing, but also it's like in
You
terms of
can,
yeah,
I
like
mean,
obviously like in terms of focus, like two things at once is never the best thing ever, but also at the same time, it's like I don't want to just run it into the ground in terms of like not being able to do what I want to do at the
there's a
level that I want to do it, if that makes sense.
there's a scummy way, if you want to call it scummy, way to do it where you sell it for $97 per month or whatever. And again, you just make a banger video, banger everything, but nothing on your site says it's $97 per month. Okay, nothing on your site says that. And they just pay 97 or 47, better yet, probably 47, bro. 97 is a bit much. I think 47 is more of a sweet spot. And then what
Hmm.
happens is the moment they hop in, now you or somebody from the team onboards them, get them access to everything, gets them a shit ton of value, gets them some free shit, gets them hooked in, makes sure it touches base with them for 7 fucking days, free meal, where the fuck it is. And then now they're fucking hooked on it. And somewhere in that process, you're saying, hey, by the way, you're going to be able to keep this so long as, it's $47 per month from here on out. So it's like they're going to forget as a consumer because they spent $47, they're getting all this value. As a consumer, I promise you, they're going to like fucking 90% of them are going to forget. It's like they're not going to remember what's $47 a month or $47 one-time payment. They're just not going to remember. And so if you give them a tremendous amount of value, you get them hooked in with again a person, then it's possible that you can retain them and your cost per acquisition will be lower because on the front end you're not positioning as a subscription.
Hmm. Yeah, because that's the hardest part. Because I feel like with school, it's just like, oh, it's like the only way that you can advertise it is like a subscription. Because every single school community is based per month, isn't it?
Is your stuff hosted in school?
Mm-mm.
Okay, then.
It's like a website that I built, I guess you could say, but also if you think about it that way, there's still no like community piece to it.
So,
Because like
I
what
mean,
I do now is like I have it's like a separate entity if that makes sense, where it's like the Everfit app in which we use, and then also like the website that I built.
okay, so then you have no need to tell people it's a subscription or whatever, and then you can consider doing what I just suggested. Um,
Mm,
I mean, I'm telling you this because it's basically what I do. I don't tell people it's $17 per month. I just say it's $17, ask questions, as many questions you want, and I only deal with it if people reach out. Straight up. And the reason I do it that way is because I don't need to sell people on staying for $17 per month forever because that's not my game. I'm just trying to liquidate ad spend. For you, you're trying to sell people on that. So the difference between me and you is you would actually hit them up and actually try to give value for 7 days.
yeah.
And then you bring it up like, hey, it's $17 per month.
Yeah, because I feel like the
But
biggest thing for me is like just figuring out what it's like to cost, like what the cost of a customer is as well.
I
Because
think
like
the cost
I
of a
mean,
customer, I think it's
the
going to be
only
around 130 to 170, bro.
130 to 170. Because like what I see is like the biggest bottleneck being is not even like because I'm sure we can upsell some of those people, but also at the same time, it's like that's not the problem that I'm trying to solve for as well. Because it's like we have client acquisition down. We don't need to build something new or create something beautiful to for no fucking reason. You know what I mean? But also at the same time, it's like
What is the problem that you're trying to solve, bro? You're
to
trying to make more money without taking a shit ton more sales calls and hire more coaches, right? You're trying to squeeze out more profit without spending more time and energy.
yeah. Because like the thing is like I can go and do that. Like we would do great, but also it's like the amount of volume would have to increase significantly. It's
Right.
like one, I can only do so much, and two, it's like if I hire a sales rep, let's say, it's like then there goes still more of margin. You know what I
So
mean? So it's kind of like a double-edged sword in terms of that. Plus, if I let's say I build a school product for $47 a month, divide that by two.
wait, say all that again one more time, bro. I kind of
Yeah.
forgot.
So basically what I'm saying is like I can go down the route of doing more and adding more like team team members in terms of like coaches,
Right.
which like that to me, I don't even think is that hard. If anything, it's just signing more clients a month, right? But in terms of doing that, in order to get there, it's like I'll have to hire a sales rep, which is fine. It's very manageable, but also at the same time, it's like that also is a part of the profit margin as well.
Right. So you're
Coach,
at
the coach
you're
is what it is, but it's like also, let's say I do build a low ticket product for $47 a month. The reason I was saying 97 is because that divided by two is 50.
that divided by two is 50. Okay.
Right. So it's like if I have two, let's say 200 people at 97, that's 20K a month, which is my 10 without me doing jack shit. Also, it's like the service deliveries are it's simple in terms of like group coaching call once a week and then managing a community. And then the bottleneck would basically just be like ads to make sure that people can come in at a reasonable price, then making sure that the LTV is higher than what it costs to acquire the customer. Because like let's say the cost is 150, sell it for 97, and then you have $50 left over. But if they stay for 6 months, it's like that's another $150 in my pocket. But then at the end of the day, it's just spending more and more and more and more and more.
So you're at that stage, bro, that I talked to you about where I see all these other guys where I'm like, they all get to this sexy number and then they want more. And then
Yeah.
most
It's
people,
like lean or team, you know what I mean?
yeah, they get to your stage and then it's like, okay, well, I want to make more money. And then a lot of people don't have the wisdom and then they will hire them coach, they will hire their sales rep, they will increase ad spend. And then before you know it, they've increased their revenue by 2 to 3x, but then they're taking home the same amount and or more stress.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. No, that makes a lot of sense. Like I definitely see that. Um,
And so it's like that's not what you want to do. I get that.
yeah,
So in my opinion, bro, what you have is I think you're so okay. What you can do if I were in your shoes is you basically just figure out how to if you don't want to change client acquisition, you don't want to change shit, you're happy with the amount of calls you take, you're happy with the amount of work you do. The only thing that you can do is to figure out how to increase the LTV by adding additional bolts and shit on, like for example, making this a monthly thing and then forcing it down people's throat and making it so valuable that they can't leave. That's option one. That's gonna be your easiest option.
increase LTV essentially.
That's it, right?
Yeah,
Increase
I mean that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. That's
option two.
that's actually something that I was like, listen, I'm so focused on like the sales part. I'm like, I literally told Lauren, I'm like, Lauren, figure it the fuck out. I want someone paying me $100 a month every single month after they leave.
Yeah.
Because
So
like I'm
that's
thinking
option.
about it, it's like if I sign 15 to 20 people a month, that's another 2 grand in my pocket after the fact. And that's just in 1 month as well. If they only stay for a fucking month. You know what I mean?
Have you guys tried to implement it where you guys have people join the coaching program and you force it down their throat and say, like, for example, whenever people join our coaching program, I don't talk really about Zoom, I don't talk about Loom, I don't talk about all these things, but they do
Yeah.
eventually. Like once I onboard them, like, hey, bro, you need Loom, you need Zoom, you need these things. And then because they're on board, they've already paid money, they're bought in, they just get the have you tried that where like you get them, you onboard them?
That's the exact reason I built Teacher Prep. That is the exact reason I did it.
And so are you selling them like, hey, or like now that you're onboarded, like during your onboarding process, what I'm saying is this, are you using your onboarding process to sell this thing? That's what I'm saying. Like
Now, so
my onboarding, I am telling people you need Zoom, you need Loom, you need this. I wish I could make money off of Zoom and Loom and all these motherfuckers. I would make a shit ton of fucking money. What I'm saying is you sell them on your onboarding. You say, hey, motherfucker, you need this website, you need this thing, you need this thing. You can only use these affiliate links. You can only do this. You can only do this. And so now you are forcing them to spend money to increase the LTV. That's what I'm saying. Have you tried
So what
that?
you're saying is essentially even before that um they
Yeah,
sign
you
up for the amount, and then they're like, hey, if you want to go down this route, then it's 47 a month right there and then.
no. What I'm saying is you do your discovery call the way you have. You've been doing your sales call the way you have. Then
Mhm.
do you have an onboarding or do you not have an onboarding?
Yes.
Okay, on your onboarding, what I'm saying is what I would do is so it's been a while since you've probably
Yeah.
done an onboarding with us or seen me
Yeah.
do one. But
Is it more along the
so
lines of like planting the seed or?
no, no. Like
Okay.
basically I tell people, so I come into communication, I'm like, yo, bro, you need to use Slack. Here's how you use Slack. Remember that? Hey, you
Hmm.
need to use Loom. Here's why you need to use Loom. How you do that. Hey, you need to use Zoom. It costs $10 a month. Hey, you need to use Trello. And so Zoom costs money. I wish I had a fucking affiliate link to make money off this motherfucker. I wish I had an affiliate link to make money off this
Yeah.
motherfucker. I make fucking
Right.
hundreds, thousands of dollars from this shit. Um, and so then what I'm saying is that they do all this stuff. And then after I'm done onboarding them, literally, I have this video here, bro, and this is not something that I did with you. I figured this out after. This video, I have them watch this, and
Hmm.
this video, so this is really cool. This is doesn't super pertain to you, but I just want to share this fucking cool. This
Yeah, sure.
video walks them through everything they need to do in order to get their ads live. So I'll tell them like, hey, bro, do this, this, this. Your ads will be live. Once their ads are
Yeah.
live, I watch this video. This video walk them through exactly what they need to do. And so it tells them like, hey, watch this video in the course. Do this, don't do this, blah blah blah. So this one I'm not explaining shit. So basically, people are good to go, and I don't. Again, that's why I do the model. So anyways, after the onboarding, so here's what I'm saying to you is like first during your onboarding, you would go over shit like, hey, bro, I need you to go to this website and here's how you use it. So, for example, I would have an entire fucking pitch on your fucking site and all the crazy cool shit with the community and this and that and sell the fuck out of it and be like, hey, here's what all the tools are. Like this whole section where I break down Slack and this and that, bro, just talk about your thing and all the different components of it. Okay.
Hmm.
And you don't even have to position as like your thing. You can just, if you want to brand it a certain way, be like, hey, this is just a thing, and they have to pay $47 a month in order to keep access to it. For example, it's like, hey, this is a tool that I use. Just like again, Slack is a tool that I use, Zoom is a tool that I use, Loom is a tool that I use. Now, at the end of the onboarding, they watch this video. This video, basically, I don't have to explain shit to them. They just like know, like, okay, this is what the next 3 months are gonna look like. Then after that, this not pertain to you. But this part does pertain where I'm like, hey, go inside the course and then download these funnels. Go into your Excel, download this, prepare to introduce yourself. So one of the things I would say in your post onboarding video is, hey, go here, log in, do this, do that. It's going to be 30 days free, but this is absolutely necessary for me to be able to coach you, blah, blah, blah. So basically you've sold them, you've onboarded them, told them how valuable this shit is. Then afterwards, when they watch the onboarding video, they're then going to go and automatically download this shit and start using it because that's part of your coach. That's part of getting help from you.
All right.
And so now when you sell these people into your coaching program, now these people are handcuffs for life. So even if they cancel coaching, they're still paying that $50 per month to have access to that tool to continue to meal prep on their own and do whatever the fuck they need to do on their own. And they're buying all those they're using all these affiliate links and you're getting kickback from all that shit. That would be one way to increase LTV.
Yeah. Because then they
I
have
don't
to
think I
essentially
don't
they have to pay a front end thing to get access to that essentially.
the front end thing is the front end thing is like me. It's like I say, hey, Shirel, here's how much it is for the coaching program. When he hops on the onboarding, we have no convert like he has no he doesn't know because I haven't talked about it. It's like, hey, bro, you need Slack, you need this, you need that. He doesn't know about any of that until I'm onboarding him. When I'm onboarding them, then I'm like, hey, bro, these are the tools that I need you to get access to. So you basically sell them on, hey, bro, here's the tools. Like, for example, hey, you need to go to this site, you need to do this, and here's how this is going to calculate the macros and the meal plans, and we're going to go check back and forth with you, blah, blah, blah. Here's where you're going to get all the proteins. I always tell people, I'm like, hey, one of the things I tell people is like, hey, when you use Go High Level, you need to use my affiliate link. So for example, it's like, hey, you need to go to this website and then again, you can pitch it your own way. Like, hey, these are the specific supplements and proteins and brands that we recommend. That's why we gatekeep them in here. You need to go access and you need to click these links in order to get access to these
Yeah.
things, and you're
And
gonna
then
get a
make
discounted
money
rate.
off affiliate from them. Yeah, okay.
So you're selling them like, hey, this is a specific type of brand of whey protein, all this shit. I have a specific discount on it, but you need to get inside the community and then use those affiliate links to get hooked up, and then you're always getting a
Yeah,
kickback.
because we're sponsored by like First Form, so we actually even have that in our own links.
Yeah, exactly. So, anyways, point is, if for where you're at, bro, in your business, I understand exactly where the fuck you're at. You have one option, which is to do this kind of shit that I'm talking about. Either you do that, Option two, in my opinion, but I've been telling you this, I don't think building a low ticket thing for B2C makes a whole lot of sense because you already have some shit that's working, right? Like you said yourself, my client acquisition is
Yeah.
already
No, it
fucking
doesn't.
validated. It's already working.
Yeah. The
If
only,
you build a whole nother low ticket thing, that low ticket thing may or may not work.
yeah, there's just
And
no point. There's
I
no
can
point. Yeah, I
guarantee
get it.
I can guarantee what I'm saying to you is true, where you try to sell a $97 per month thing, it's not passive because you're going to be doing
Content ads
hitting them up.
24/7 and
You're
trying
gonna
to
be
increase the
you're gonna be
LTV.
content.
Yeah, just might as
You're
well
gonna
get
be
on a
doing
fucking
shit.
hour-long call and sell them the 2, 3, 4 grand thing. Yeah, I get
There
it.
you go.
Okay.
So either you option one is to increase LTV by doing this kind of shit, charging people more, doing whatever the fuck you need to do there. Option two, if I were you, is build low ticket for B2B and just completely pivot. Those are the only two things that I think
Yeah.
make
Yeah.
sense for you.
We'll have to talk about it more later because I do want to do something, but it's like I don't want to be focused in two different places. But like even if it's just like 5 clients of like the uh B2B side, it's like I can easily maintain that and still make a shitload of profit. So like let's definitely talk about it. I don't want to take too much of everyone's time in here and everything. So um yeah, I'll shoot you a message later. I'm gonna grill some chicken.
I feel like personally, bro, if it were me, you have to consider your effort. And here's what you have to consider is you have to, like, right now you're making good money, you're chilling, everything's cool. And you're
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
now I want more. So you have to
yeah.
consider, okay, if I'm going to take on this next and if I were you, and it's like, okay, whenever I get right, like for example, building out the Meta for videographer funnel that I have, that shit 3 months of my time. Whenever I build a new funnel, I'm like, okay, this shit motherfucker's gonna take me 3 months to build this out, figure out how to send people, figure out all this shit. Right. You and I, we did the fucking free trial funnel. We did the automated webinar funnel. Every
Yep.
few years I build a funnel. And when I build it, I say,
24K funnel.
this is just going to take me like 3 months to build and figure it out. And I just commit to it. So what I'm telling you, after doing this a bajillion times, and you've done it now for your stuff, right? You've gone through that
Yep.
whole process. And motherfucker, how hard was it? That shit was hard as fuck with the follow funnel, this and that, until you fucking figure it out.
Yeah.
So here's what I'm saying to you is if you're going to commit to building this next thing, say to yourself, okay, it's going to take me 3 months, 6 months, whatever. Which one ultimately is going to give me more dollars per hour, bear more fruits? In my opinion, I just me, based off what you're telling me, if you're selling a certain number of people into coaching and you're adding a few $100s here and there, like $100 a month, and then getting this person to stay for 6 months, that's a little bit of juice versus if you just go B2B, build a low ticket thing and put in the same 3 to 6 months to figure this out, this can yield way more dollars per hour. So it's like if you say yourself right now, I am not happy, I want more, you have this option, you have this option. In my opinion, the numbers for me, I can break it down, but this makes more sense. B2B, working with personal trainers. That's gonna be way more dollars per hour, and each of these are gonna take you 3 to 6 months to figure out.
Okay. Yeah, because it's like even just 5 people after
But
ads.
let's say you sell 5 people and you get them each to pay, like you said, $97 a
Five.
month.
No, fuck that. Oh, you meant low ticket. Okay.
So, so you get the high ticket I'm talking B2C right now. B2C, you have
Oh,
five
B2C.
people
Okay.
you sell 5 people into your coaching program, and then each of those or high ticket thing, each of those 5 people you get to pay $100 a month. Let's say the average person spends $300, 5, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. It's like 1,500 bucks you made here.
Mhm.
So you sell 5 people in your coaching, and then you get average 300 bucks each from them. That's 1,500 bucks. And it's going to take you 3 to 6 months to figure that shit out versus same amount of time, you sell one fucking coaching pack for 5K. Very big difference in terms of numbers.
Yeah.
Same amount of time, energy, effort, very different in terms of profit for you.
Yeah. Because client acquisition also would probably be lower as well. Yeah. For low ticket, it has to be, no?
Are you talking about B2B or B2C right now?
B2B.
B2B? B2B, if you build whether you build a low ticket or a fucking call funnel, where the fuck it is, you know, um, yeah. My point is that whether you build a low ticket funnel or you build a call funnel or whatever, it's going to take you 3 to 6 months to prove it out. Here, 3 to 6 months. But what I'm saying is, if you put in 3 to 6 months, consider the amount of money that you're going to squeeze out of every high ticket client, and is it worth it compared to just putting that same 3 to 6 months here? Do you understand what I'm trying to get at?
Are you talking B2B right now?
So this represents B2C and this represents B2B.
Okay.
So B2C is, let's say, on average, let's just give me a number. How many uh, people are you closing on an average month in B2C right now?
Say like 15 to 25.
Okay, so let's say 20 people times 300.
Okay.
So if
6K.
you, so 15, so 20 people that you're ever able to get them to spend increased LTV by 300 bucks a piece by getting this part of this website and whatever, you're increasing the take home by $6,000.
Mm-hmm.
That's 20 times 300. So that means you're splitting that between you and Lauren. So you're basically making an additional $3,000 for your efforts here. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So you built out the website, you changed the onboarding process, you figure out the affiliates, you figure out how to retain them and get them to pay. Average person spending $300 additional with you. Okay, you basically made $6,000 additional. 3,000 goes to you, 3,000 goes to Lauren. The question becomes, if you put that same 3 to 6 months in here, can you make as much as you're taking home with Lauren plus $3,000? And I think you could if you go here with B2B.
Mm-hmm.
So consider how much you're making right now. So here, how much are you making plus an additional 3,000? That's what you would be doing if you spend the next 3 to 6 months figuring this out here at B2C. Spend the same amount of time
Yeah, no,
figuring
I
out
get it. I
B2B.
get it. That's fucking smart. I understand. That's actually really
Now,
smart.
now you get
I
it?
get it. I get it. I don't know why I always like. Truth is, bro, it's just like I'm fearful of doing shit because of like obviously my story and everything, and I have a good thing going on right now, and it's just like
You're
the
trying to just make
fucking
more
dude.
without.
It's so common that the thing that we avoid is the thing that we know we need to fucking do. That's honestly the problem.
So what is it that you feel like you need to do, bro?
I need to go to B2B,
Motherfucker, let's
obviously.
go. Let's go.
Like I don't know. Like
Yeah.
I definitely have to make a pivot because like bro, like I mean even the mentorship program that like I joined one, I don't know if I told you, like this was like a while ago. I don't really tell you, but it was like 12 grand and it was like the shittiest fucking thing ever. And I was like,
Mhm.
bro, I can make something so much better for half the fucking price or get someone on some low ticket shit because all of the clients that I've had now, not even knowing the shit that I've had, have all had success.
Yeah.
There's no way that
Bro,
I can't do
you
that right
you hop into this world, whether we use low ticket, whether you use a call funnel, where the fuck, you close a very small percentage of people price. You're going to spend 3 to 6 months building both of these up. And then the amount of work that would go into this, the amount of work that would go to this in terms of the number of sales calls you take, discovery calls you take, coaching that
Yeah,
you
it's just
do,
not equivalent. It doesn't make
it's
sense.
about
It's just too,
if
it's
you,
yeah.
and you're going to make way more here, I think. So it's
Yeah.
like, seems like the
Because even
simplest
if
route
it's
to make
just
it done.
well, because like even if it's just fucking low ticket, even if you don't sell something that's high ticket, like if you can get something sticky for such a low price, like it doesn't matter because it's gonna build on it. You're not gonna have to do anything.
We'll talk about that. It's hard to use ads to make something really sticky that's low priced, unless, these guys absolutely 100% need it, like the personal trainers or whatever.
That's exactly what I'm mentioning. Like that's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Go high level, you know, an AI appointment setter, go high level, all that type of different shit.
sure.
Trainerize or whatever. Hey, use this link.
Yeah, yeah. So sleep on it, think on it. And then
Okay.
if you want to go that route, you need help with that, I can help with that.
Okay. Yeah, I think I don't know. Like I said, I haven't really done like a low ticket thing. Like obviously we've done that kind of like offer that I ran in like 2023 maybe
Yeah.
around there. But like I mean obviously I know I can do something along the lines of that again kind of, but I feel like I have a really good understanding of now what to do, but also if we can put it together to make like a low ticket thing and sell it for like I don't know, we can work something out. But
I,
I don't
I'm
want to take too much time.
I'm helping so I already helped Jorge build his low ticket thing. We're gonna be talking a little bit about that today. I'm helping Stuart. So if Stuart is here, I'm gonna help him build one. So he's basically is really good at podcasts. So he's gonna be helping. I'm gonna be helping him.
Yeah, yeah, I
So
met Stuart.
I'm gonna help him build a low ticket funnel is what I'm getting at. I'm gonna help him build a low ticket funnel to help him sell information on how to build podcasts and then offer coaching. And then Riviera, I was actually gonna launch another program to funnel people into Sun American cheat code. I'm just gonna let him take care of it. So he's gonna actually like continue to grow the Sun American cheat. I'm gonna help him build a low ticket funnel. So if again, all three of us can, if you sleep on it, think about it. But if you, then maybe we can do cohorts where I can just go live and just kind of give people advice. This way I'm not saying the same thing like 20 million times.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
just bring that up because we're all doing that right now. So you'll be on the same page.
You should take a look at Ravi Abudallah's. Do you know what he's doing right now?
Uh, for his YouTube thing, like he's selling a YouTube. Don't
No, go look. Yeah, yeah, go look at his offer. It's not YouTube.
what
He
is it?
stopped doing that a long time ago.
What's he doing right now?
He's basically doing like a do for you funnel. He's doing everything. He's not selling consulting anymore. He's literally doing it for you.
So he's building a funnel for people done from scratch, done for you. A
Yes.
low ticket funnel or call funnel? What?
Essentially like a VSL funnel, and he's
Mhm.
charging a fuckload for it too. But you
How
should
much?
take a look at it because you should do the same thing. Because I know you were talking about kind of doing that, but you should do it for low ticket funnels. That would crush.
I think so. I think it would crush.
Go take a look at it. Go take a look at what he's doing because I looked at it and it's like funny because I'm seeing like all the personal trainers, like the fitness coaches for personal trainers. I have no idea what the fuck they're doing, and they're just buying it from him. And I'm looking at their funnels and I'm like, you guys are fucking clowns. Like you guys are doing the same thing as everyone else. Like this is just bullshit.
Yeah, I'll have a look. Thank you for letting me know. So,
Yeah. All
but
right,
yeah,
boys, gentlemen. I'm gonna get
all right,
going.
bro.
I'm gonna grill. My girlfriend's probably like, "Where the fuck are you?" It's like, bitch, I got money to make. All right.
Go make some gains. All right, bro.
Love you guys. See ya.
All right. All right, fellas. So hopefully maybe you guys got some value from that. We're talking about a guy that, Mason was sitting in your guys' shoes just a few years ago. And then he scaled his business up to 30 to 50,000 a month. And now he's kind of at a place where he was just like conflicted. Like there are levels, right? A lot of people say, "Oh, I want to get to my first five or first 10." Well, once you get there, there are still problems, right? So he's conflicted between, okay, I'm making 50 in my business, 30 to 50, and then we have a setter, we have a closer, we have a coach, we have all these people, and so profit is dwindling. So what do I do to make more money without spending more? Like, what do I do? So he has the option of hiring more coaches for service delivery, hiring a sales rep because he doesn't have enough time, and then there's more headache with that. Or do you look at another avenue? And a lot of people in this business, I've told multiple of you guys in your Loom videos where I say, I know so many people that do 100,000, 200,000 a month and they shut the business down. It's because they make that mistake of, Mason's where he's at, but then he's a setter, a closer, spend more money on ads. Before you know it, he's making just as much, if not maybe slightly more, slightly less, with a lot more headache. And that's how people like burn and churn. So that's kind of, again, if you guys got value from that, maybe go back. There's some wisdom in that, I think. And I think he's doing the right thing by really thinking about it. And I see a lot of people hurt themselves by jumping too early when not really doing the numbers. So if you guys got some value from that. That being said, hope everybody's doing well. Stuart, Riviera, Adusha, Jorge, hope you guys are all doing well. We'll go and get started. So Shirel, where are we at? I think you had the first question, bro. So all right. So in terms of pay, bro, I'm going to give you a short answer and then I'm going to give you a longer answer, okay?
Okay.
Short answer is you just charge whatever you think you can get away with right now. That's all it is. That's the true answer because right now it's not about making money. Right now it's about building skills. So that means that, for example, let's say you spent $500 a month on ads. Can you charge them? Can you make back, let's say, at least $600? If not, can you make back $1,000? Because then what happens is now you're not coming out of pocket. Basically, the way you get to tell yourself is, hey, I'm getting paid to learn.
Mm-hmm.
That should be the mentality right now. I'm getting paid to learn or I'm breaking even to learn. This is all education. That's just straight
Okay.
up the truth. So you just charge whatever you think you can get away with charging. Like for example, Ronnie, he would come in here and then he had an offer that's like $1,500 or $600 a month. And so some people take the 600. He still hasn't been able to sell 1,500. If they don't take the 600, he's like, all right, bet I'm going to go with $150 a week just to take it. And he's still been able to turn it that, 3x his money. If he puts $1,000 in, he makes 300 back because he's still taking something
Mm-hmm.
and he's getting the reps and he's getting experience. And so again, when you do these sales calls, when you talk to these people, you should be able to kind of gauge them. Like for me and you, for example, I knew your intent was high. I knew that you were serious. And so I know that I don't have to do something crazy, wild, twist my back in order to get you in. I don't have to, but you're going to be able to
Mm-hmm.
gauge on some sales calls and be like, all right, how bought in is this person? All right, let me kind of go in there, just make them the offer I think is fair versus, hey, I know that if I go at that rate, he's not going to buy, but I want to get the rep in. I want to liquidate some of my ad spend. Let me go a little bit lower
Mm-hmm.
and with the understanding of, hey, I'm in the learning phase right now. Now, the longer answer is this. there is a video here, and this is more complex. You can watch it just because I know that you just want to get educated and just learn, but this will make more sense to you down the road. There's a video here. So basically, it's inside the Sun Market cheat code. You come down to FAQs, and then there's a video here. How much should I be charging? I believe that this is the video. Hello, hello, and welcome to the lesson titled, How much should you charge your clients? It's a very important question that we're going to delve into within this video. Ideally, after you watch this video, you're going to be crystal clear in terms of what you should be charging your clients and how you should be potentially increasing the price as time progresses, okay? So what can you expect from this video? First off, I'm going to answer the question of how much you should be charging clients three different ways, okay? So there's way 1 here, way 2 here, and then way 3 here. So there's a way, so you can watch this video that'll give you some clarity.
Okay. Did you send that to me, or do I need to go get that?
So you come inside the Sun Market cheat code course.
Okay. FAQs.
FAQs, and then there's a video here, how much should I be charging? There is another video I'm looking for. I can't seem to find it right. Oh, this video right here. This is the 4 numbers that you need to hit in your agency every month. I would say that this is an older video, the one I made of how much you should be charging. I think this is a much better video right here, this one, because this is kind of what I'm telling you is there are basically 4 numbers you need to hit, but this is a bit of a more advanced video. But basically the way you want to think about it is you need to hit 3x return on ad spend and 2x cash collected. Okay. So that's the technical correct answer. So that's the kind of stuff again where Mason's at. He's like your numbers after numbers. So what I mean by that is let's say theoretically you're spending $2,000 a month on ads. Return on ad spend, you have to hit a 3x, and then cash collect, you have to hit a 2x.
I can't.
So that
are you
means
sharing your screen? I can't see it if you are.
I am sharing my screen.
That's probably why I'm confused. Like, oh crap.
Oh, okay. Okay. We're on. Okay, let me stop sharing your screen.
Okay.
So now you should be able to see my screen.
Yeah, I can. Good deal.
Okay.
Thank you.
So no, you're good, bro. Thank you for bringing that up. So the video I was talking about, so you come into FAQs, and then this video right here is the one I just told you about, which is how much you should be charging. But I think that the better video to watch is actually this one right here. How much can you this one, the 4 numbers that you need to hit in your business.
Okay.
So this is a more advanced video, but again, you're probably gonna have to watch this back in a few months, in a year, and it's gonna make more sense to you. But the simple short version I'm gonna kind of give you is that let's say you spend $2,000 a month on ads, you need to hit a 3x return ad spend, and you need to hit a 2x cash collector. So that means if you're spending $2,000, you need to contract at least 3 times 6K, and then you need to collect at least 4K. So what do I mean by that? So basically, let's say you got like 1, 2, 3. I'm trying to do the math here, but basically, like, let's just say there's old clients and new clients. Let's say these are old clients, and then let's say these are new clients. Okay. So what that means is you must have 4K in your bank account from a combination of your old clients and your new clients. So maybe you get somebody on pace or like, hey, bro, like I'm down to pay you 5K, but they only put down $500. This person only puts down $1,000. That's fine. But in total, you've collected a total of $4,000. So basically, whatever you spend on ads, you have collect at least double that. You must do that from old new clients total. Now, contracted is basically like, hey, bro, you spent $2,000 a month on ads, and then people have agreed to pay you 6K, but out of the 6K, maybe they only paid you like 3K. Does that make sense? So it's like contracted 6K. So basically, let's just say you spent $2,000 a month on ads. You basically collected 3K from these new people. They have agreed to 6K. And then let's say, for example, you collected another 2K from your old clients. You collected a total of 5K.
Got you.
And so if you collect, so in this particular case, this particular scenario, you would hit this one and you would hit this one. So you're good to go. Now, the reason this is important is because if you, in this business, the reason this is important is if you spend 2,000 and you make a 2x, you're going to have enough cash flow. You're going to have enough profit to pay your staff, to pay your team, to cover everything. That's why this is so important. That's why the numbers are the numbers. So right now, you don't have to worry about that because you're just not quite there. for you to even need to worry about. All you need to be worried is, bro, I spent 500. Let me just try to make 500 back.
Okay.
Right? That's how you need to be thinking about it, because it's like, yo, let me just make something back because I'm just trying to learn. I'm in the learning phase right now. The other mathematical thing I'll tell you is, let's say you're consistently closing. Okay. You're consistently closing, not closing once or twice. I'm talking about you've done like 20 sales calls, bro. You've closed like 5 people. Okay. You want to have a conversion rate of 30%, a 30% conversion rate. So
Okay.
that means that if your conversion rate is above 30%, like you're closing 50% of people, that means you probably need to increase your prices.
Okay.
If your close rate is like 10%, that means you probably need to decrease your prices. So this is me giving you more of a logical answer. So the
Got you.
first logical answer is 2x, 3x. The second logical answer is 30% close rate. So that's kind of how you want to view things. You want to view it that way. You don't want to view it, because I know your mentality is kind of like, bro, should I be charging 1,500, 200, 500? I don't really know.
Yeah.
There's a mathematical formula behind it, but you're not there right now to even stress about that stuff. Right now, again, just focus on making money and just learning. Just make something.
So
And
okay, so always start with, let's say I do uh like how you did it, okay, where it's like, you can do 2,083 a month, or if we break it down, you pay in advance, we do 5,000. You always start with the highest number and then you break it down because like you said, you don't want to
so I'll
devalue.
I'll go ahead and literally read it off to you right now, and then you can just come back to this and
Okay.
watch this. So we're at the
Okay.
57 mark, 47. So it's literally, so you have to say it verbatim. Okay. You have to say it like
Okay.
this, and you pause the right way. You have to do it this way. Okay. So
Okay.
that's why it hits. So basically you say, hey, so first of all, you go over everything, and then you say, my goal is try to get them to ask about price. So say, hey, what's next? It's like, cool. Before you get a price, is there anything else? Are you sure? 100%? You ready for the smoke? You have to do that first. You cannot jump to price until they're ready, right? Once they are ready, then you go into cool. Do you have something to write on? They look around, whatever, they
Yeah.
get the, then you go into cool. So in terms of this price, I'm going to be giving it to you over 3 months. I'm going to give it to you for 3 months. So this is for the next 3 months. The reason for that is because that's how long we're typically working with our clients. Okay. They say, yeah, they're not going to overthink it. They're not going to think about it. You just say that. You just say that. Just trust me, say that. They say, yeah, cool, cool. So now I'm going to go and say it myself. So, Cheryl, the price of the program is $2,083 a month,
Hmm.
which equates to 6,250. Or if you prepay today, cover 3 months in advance, what we do is we give you a 20% discount. And what that would do is that would shave off 1,250 from the top, bring it down to just a one-time payment of $5,000. Which one of those two options did you want to go with? So just listen back to that, and that's literally how you say it. Write it down. All you need to do, bro, is swap out the numbers. But like those pauses are important. It builds emotional tension. You ever watch those videos where it's like, it's not 5,000, it's not even 2,000, it's not even a one-time payment. Get this for free and blah, blah, blah. It's like you're breaking it down so that it sounds sexy as hell. So there's a lot. I could spend an hour explaining to you like why that works. Um,
Right.
but just trust me, you want to go in that order and you want to say
Okay.
exactly. Um, and the other thing is, I don't know what the math is, but the math is important. So 2,000, so 5,000, 2,000, so 2,083 times 3 is 6,250. So I don't know the difference between 6,250 and 5,000 off the top of my head. I think it's like 20%. That is what I say. So let's say, for example, you do 1,000 versus 1,500. There needs to be a difference of like 20% to make the numbers number.
Okay.
So do you understand what I'm saying? So it's like
Yeah, yeah.
if you don't do 2,835, whatever numbers you do, there has to be like a discrepancy of like a 30%, that 20% that they would save.
So
That's what makes
whatever
the numbers
whatever
appeal.
I want in whole times that by 20%, and then that would be the number if they do monthly payments.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you have to look at my numbers, like actually do the math and divide, but I'm pretty sure that's
Okay.
what.
Okay.
Yeah, because if you do like if the numbers are completely different, like yo, my paying full price is 16,000, or if you go month to month, it's $1,000 a month. That don't make no sense. They're gonna
Yeah.
obviously do $1,000 a month.
Right. I know what you're saying. Yeah, yeah, I got you.
Yep. So that is the answer to that question, bro. In terms of go high level, bro, what you can do is, I'm not a pro at this, but I believe, so if I come into sites, there are different ways to do it,
Hmm.
but I believe one of them is like this. So for example, if I come in here and I create a share funnel and I share this link with you, basically what's going to happen is you're going to have the ability to just download this entire funnel, and then I get a kickback. Okay. There
Okay.
are other ways where you just go into Go High Level, you just create an affiliate link, and then they just sign up for Go High Level. So that's basically this link right here. So if you come inside the Summer Marketing cheat code, and if you come in, um, actually, I don't do this anymore. What I used to do is I used to have a link where people clicked on it and they just took them directly to Go High Level website, and then they would just download Go High Level, and then I would get a kickback. So that's an affiliate link. So those are
Okay.
two different ways. So either you position as like, hey, click here, download the software. We're going to use the software, or you say, hey, here are some pre-made funnel, or here's a funnel I built you. Here's a link to it. Download it.
Okay.
Either way, Go High Level knows it came from you, and so therefore, what they're going to do is they're going to give you a kickback. What I would
Gotcha.
do if I were you for this one, off the top of my head, I don't know. It's probably not the best use of time to go hop on support with Go High Level, but you could probably do a quick YouTube search, and they'll just show you. Just do a YouTube search, and they'll show
Gotcha.
you how to do that.
Gotcha.
So that's what I would do about Go High Level. And in terms of cost, it does not cost you anything additional. It
Okay.
does not cost you anything additional. In terms of the Excel, so we'll go through that next. So you're talking about the 6 figure 6 weeks, yeah?
Yeah, because I think it's what I'm supposed to be doing is that one.
Yep. So CPM, are you familiar with the CPM? Understand where to get this one?
Yeah, you showed us how to get that in Facebook, the Meta ads joint ad
Yep.
manager.
Yep. So the link clicks, this one. Do you know how to get this one?
Yeah, I believe so. I think all of it's in there where you just add them custom. The thing that confuses me is like it's so different now with a lot of stuff. And then like I was telling you, like all my information wasn't in there, even when when I
Mm.
was doing it. So that was the confusing part too. And then on the Excel, knowing like, do I need to delete all of that? If so, how do I delete all? Because I'm foreign to Excel.
Oh,
Like I'm foreign to this junk, bro. Like I don't know nothing
I
about.
see. I see. So
Yeah,
what I would do, so I see what you're getting at. So basically you're telling me that you understand kind of like how I'm explaining what this is and where to get it
yeah,
from
yeah.
here.
Yeah.
But in terms of data, I don't really know what I'm.
Yeah, data and how to edit stuff. I don't know, but I don't use that, so I don't know about none of that.
So basically, um, what I would recommend, bro, is like maybe just doing a quick YouTube search and just getting quickly like updated with the YouTube that are on Excel. That would be my
Okay.
best piece of advice. But really quick, I can kind of tell you like what you would do. So in this, it's kind of already filled out. What you would do is you just come in here, bro, and you just delete this would just say June.
Yeah.
So this would say June. And then this, you would just like basically delete all this stuff right here, and boom, you're good to go.
Okay.
All right. So now for CPM, you're going to get that from Facebook. For link clicks, this is update. So you'll see this as total. So you'll see that this one is basically you just say sum parentheses and then you just kind of hover. So like for example, I'll literally do it right in front of you. So sum parentheses and then I just hover over it. So sum equals parentheses. So I'm sorry, equal sum. Equal sum. So yeah, there you go. So equals sum, parentheses, and then you just hover over it,
Mm-hmm.
and then boom, adds all that stuff up for you.
Okay.
So again, there's only a few of them. So I'll come in here, your cost per unique link click. This is basically just like a division problem. So all I'm doing is I'm saying, so for this one, I'll just show you. So I'm just saying equals um this number divided by this number, enter, boom, and it automatically calculates it.
Okay. I'm about to sit on that. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. So it's just a division problem. So basically, this is cost per unique link click. So it's like I know I have 300 link clicks. I know I spent $500. So what is my cost for every individual link click? So
Got
all
you.
it
Okay.
is basically this number divided by
Divided by
this
that.
number, that number, and then boom.
Okay.
Leads, I would manually put that in. Cost per lead is the same thing again. Basically, cost per lead is going to be this number divided
Okay.
by this number, and then this is going to automatically populate. So literally, I just put in this number, boom. So that's pretty much like division and then sum. That's pretty much it. And
Okay.
then this column right here is just like totaling stuff up. So this one is equals average, parentheses, boom, 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 because I'm just trying to get an average of what my CPM is, and that's going to calculate that. For link
Okay.
clicks, it's a sum, cost per unique link click. So when you double click these, you'll see the function. Whenever you double click, you'll see the function.
Okay.
And these are pretty simple ones. Right now, it might look like witchcraft voodoo to you, but I promise you,
Yeah,
watch a quick
because like when I
video.
was clicking it, it wasn't showing it on mine. I don't know if I had it in observer mode or what, but it was like
Mm,
I had to get permission or something.
that's right. No, no, you do. So I create this in a way where
Oh, okay. I was like, yeah, it didn't let me
mm,
do nothing.
okay, okay, I get. So basically, you come into the Excel, bro, and then what you're gonna do is you're gonna get permission, and then you're just gonna basically create a copy.
Okay.
And then once you have your own copy, you're gonna be able to edit your own copy.
Okay.
So
So
this
that's
is
your copy.
yeah, so this is the template version, and the reason I created this in a way where people can just download a template of this, but I don't give people direct access because otherwise everybody would click around and mess this all up for everybody.
Got you. So I just do that, get permission, and it'll make me another copy of it.
It's kind of like your funnel, bro. Like you know how you like downloaded my funnel, and then now you can tweak your own funnel, but you can't tweak
Yeah.
mine. Same thing.
Okay. Got you.
So does that make sense in terms of Excel, bro?
Yep.
Cool. So we're good with Excel.
Mm-hmm.
What else? Walk through how to use Excel.
And then nonprofit. So I did my calls today,
Yeah.
and two didn't answer, one answered. It was a nonprofit.
Okay.
And I was like, I told the lady, I was like, hey, we got the info, I got what I needed, the basic stuff. I was like, give you a call back by tomorrow, if that's cool with you. And she recommended another nonprofit as well.
Hmm.
So I didn't know, do we do it with nonprofits too? How does that work? But it was funny because she was like, yeah, I'm gonna give you her, but pick me before you pick her though, over the video thing. I started laughing, but yeah, so I didn't know how they work with nonprofits.
So I think Stuart, yours is a nonprofit, right? Um, Alpha Mission or
Mission X.
Yeah, yeah. They're a nonprofit.
Yeah.
So Shiro, basically Stuart, he works you're in the church too, right, Shiro? You work in the church?
Yep. I'm a
Yeah.
bass player.
Yeah, so very similar. So basically, what Stewart, like the person that's in charge of Mission X Mission is always like he's always like raising funds to be able to do the kind of stuff that they do. So it's like they do need money. It's just nonprofit. They're not trying to make a profit. They're just trying to make enough money so that they can run the organization. So when it comes
Mhm.
to your stuff, I don't know I don't know anything about it because I haven't asked you. But the question simply becomes like, are they trying to raise capital? Are they trying to do that? Because if that's the case, well, then yeah, you can build a funnel, you can run ads in order to generate money for them in that case. I just don't know what that nonprofit is. Does that make sense? And so
Yeah.
you would have to do a little bit of research to kind of find
Okay.
out. Yeah, yeah. So what kind of nonprofit is it? I don't know if I'm having.
No, you good, because I didn't give you the information because I didn't know if we even did it. I wrote it down though, a good thing. So hold on. Helping like they help with the loss of loved ones. So I
They
guess
help.
like the mourning and stuff like that, I guess is what they do is help people.
I,
And then the other nonprofit was like substance abuse.
okay. So yeah, I would assume that those guys need money. I don't know if they're getting money from the government, but if they're getting money from the government, then they're probably fine. But the question, like our bread and butter is like we help people make money
Yeah,
with paid
yeah,
ads. So like the question then becomes, so did you have a conversation with them of like, okay, well, why do you want this video aside from the awareness? Like, did you dive into the whole thing? So for nonprofits, so now the lesson here is if you have a nonprofit, the question just becomes you have to switch it to like, okay, I understand you're not trying to make a profit in terms of like funds to run your organization. Are you getting that from the government or how are you currently raising that? And is that
mhm,
something that, and then you try to get them to tell you like, oh, we want help with that. Because if they want help with that, well, then yeah, that's part of a conversation. You have that conversation. Now, if on the other hand, they're like, hey, no, we're getting funding from the government, this, that, we're good. We don't really care about that. We just care about more awareness. Well, then, yeah, you can't really help with that unless they're willing to pay for the video.
got you. Okay,
Make sense?
awesome. Yep. And then I think it's everything. I think my last thing, let me make sure, bro. My bad.
You're good, bro.
Uh, let me make sure. Oh, the last thing, I think we talked a little bit over Slack about can you send me some different references of forgot his name. Just so I
Kim?
can watch. Yep, just so I can watch some stuff. Now I'm not gonna lie, it felt really good. I was definitely nervous at first making the calls. I was like, oh, this is easy. I was just chilling. or whatever. And the scripts really helped because I put it in my own words as far as like where I can read it easier and stuff. I kept the same concept, like you said, but it was easy. So I will
So
say
you're
that.
nervous at first, and then you
Yeah,
just
I was nervous. Yeah, I was
and
nervous because I didn't want to mess up and
I know.
all of that. But then once I started and I really was like, listen, like, okay, that makes sense. And it just flows perfectly.
It
Everything
flows.
just
It really
flows.
flows.
Yeah, everything just flows
Yeah,
perfectly. So yeah,
that's
I
good.
can't wait, bro. I'm gonna crush it, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I can't wait.
I'm digging the confidence, bro. I love it.
Yeah.
Love it. Good, good. I'm glad. No, really, it makes me happy to see you
Yeah,
in good spirits about it. That's good, man.
absolutely.
Cool. So you had two discovery calls. What else? Your ads are obviously, I'm guessing they're still on and everything like that.
Yeah,
You're still
yeah. So just leave them on, no matter what the leads and stuff is saying and all that. Just keep leaving them on, right?
just leave them on. And then what you want to do is you just want to touch base with me, regularly. For example, with Adishla, I told him to shut his off because he had so many leads and he had spent, I don't know, like $300 where I was like, hey man, like let's just work your leads, focus on like, because for him, he wasn't able to get out to all the leads in time. And this, I was like, bro, you have enough demand. We need to work on like you just working these leads and getting good at your discovery sales call. Let's work on that
Uh-huh.
skill. So
Yeah,
for
I feel
you,
like
touch base with me here and like since yours just turned on, like touch base with me in here like probably like 2 days, if not tomorrow. How
okay.
much are you spending per day? How much are you spending per day?
I'll go to it right now.
How much are you spending per day? And then what is your cost per lead?
20 per day, and then cost per lead right now is 11.65.
Okay, so Adisha, your cost per lead was like, what was your cost per lead? It was like $5 or $3, Adisha?
Around that price. I'm just
Okay.
gonna, yeah.
Shout out, do you want to pull up your Facebook ads? Like 11 bucks is not bad. Let me just double check, make sure everything's cool.
Yeah, let me see.
Because at 11 bucks a lead and you're spending 20 bucks a day, that's like two leads a day. I think you could probably do more than that. You could probably handle like four leads a day.
I don't think I'm in the right. Let me see.
And then guys, after Shiro, next I'll probably go over things with you guys, Stewart and Riviera, kind of at once, because I know everybody's kind of just doing a low ticket. And this will probably be a relatively quick conversation with both of you guys.
Oh, everything's popping up now too. Let me see.
Um, it's $4.81.
481 Canadian.
Yeah.
Okay, let me just check something here. So 481 can to USD. So you're spending, yeah. So your cost per lead was extremely cheap, Alicia. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's go and click on ad sets.
Where's
On
that
the
at?
left tab, up to the left, up. No, just like the ad set tab.
Oh, where?
A little bit above. And yeah, there you go. Okay, so basically, are you just doing stories right now?
Uh, what'd you say? Oh, one second. What'd you say?
You're doing just the stories placement right now?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and click on edit for me. Actually, go and click on campaign. Let's just kind of run through things from the top to bottom. Just really quick. I'm pretty sure everything's fine. Um, so you don't worry about this right now, but you want to deselect, share some of your budget with other ad sets. Because remember, the point of ad set budget is for you to be able to control, like, hey, each ad set has a certain amount of budget. Facebook is always, I don't know why they're trying to mess with us, but this is not going to allow you to keep the same ad set, the same budget for each ad set that you want. Or
Okay.
it's not going to allow you to say, hey, Facebook, I only want you to spend $10 for this ad set, $10 for this one. It's going to kind of like do what it wants
What
a
it
little
wants
bit.
to do. Got you.
Yeah. So you don't want to select that whenever you do ad set budget. So let's go in, but that's fine. It's fine. Don't touch it for now. Go and
Did he freeze on y'all end?
I think we lost him.
I'll wait for it to get back.
You sound like a Dr. Stewart.
Get the paddles out. Shock him back.
You guys there? You guys riffing on me?
You back, man. There you
Yeah, there
are.
he
We
is.
lost you too soon, man.
My lights just like went out. It's the weirdest thing.
Whoa.
Yeah. I think the electricity just like went out really quick, but
What?
anyways, we're gonna keep rolling. So website lead, let's keep going. $20 per day. Keep your mouse hovered over to the left, remember? Yep. Just keep going. Show me the targeting.
Oh, where's that at?
So actually click on locations, click on edit, click right above that real quick on location, click that. Click on locations for me.
Okay, got you.
Okay. So another thing is, again, this is Facebook just being Facebook, bro. You always want to deselect reach more people likely to respond to your ads. What this means is that you're telling Facebook, hey, I want you to do, so if you deselect this, what you're saying is, hey, you must stay within Kentucky. No, don't do
Oh,
anything
don't
right now
do.
because you're gonna yeah, that could, whenever you have something like, you don't really want to mess with it unless because they
Oh,
could throw things off. It might make the results
okay.
better, make them worse. But what you're doing right now is you're telling Facebook, hey, Facebook, if you find someone that's outside Louisville, Kentucky, like, and you think they're gonna convert, go for it. But if you
Okay.
deselect that, you're like, hey, Facebook, you must stay within Louisville, Kentucky.
Okay.
Um, can you actually click on the 25 plus mile radius? Go and click on that.
Oh, yep.
So I think we're probably fine, but if you were to increase the radius from 25 to like 50,
Mm-hmm.
that might decrease your cost per lead.
Do
Because
you want to
usually,
do that?
not right now.
Okay.
Um, I'm just kind of so basically I'm just trying to kind of like give you some advice and some things for the future. Like basically, if you think about it, like think about like a needle in a haystack, right? A needle in a haystack is really hard to find. But if there's like 1,000 needles in the haystack, it's like, oh, I'm actually like bound to find one. So the bigger you make your radius, typically the cheaper the cost per lead is, typically the cheaper the cost for CPM is. If,
Okay.
however, you confine it, you're making things more difficult for Facebook. You're making it more challenging. So Facebook's like, oh, it's going to charge you, it's going to tax you a little bit.
Okay.
But this is fine. You didn't do anything wrong. Keep going. But yeah, I'm looking for the audience where you do the targeting.
That was it right here, ain't it? What I showed right here.
There, right there. Click on suggest. There you go. Click on that. Click on edit. Okay, so I think you're good there. Okay, and then keep scrolling all the way down. I want to see the placements.
View placements.
Yeah. So that's another thing Facebook is trying to screw you at, bro, where it says allow limited spending on excluded placements. That's
Mm-hmm.
again Facebook just trying to like do its thing. Click on stories and status reels.
This one.
Yeah, click to the left, the triangle. So you got Instagram stories, Facebook story, Messenger stories. So you're good there. Um, I don't know if I said Messenger stories. Did I say Messenger stories in the
I
content?
don't think you did. No, that's probably my mistake on that one.
No, it's okay. So let's do this. And then let's look at the story ad. So
Where's the
go ahead and
story?
go to the left and click on story ad.
To the left.
Left. Keep going left.
Oh, got
There
you.
you go. Okay, I see what it is. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. This is an ad that I need to replace this. Um, what we're gonna do, if you message me in Slack, bro, what we're gonna do is I think we're gonna create a new ad set and we're gonna swap out the ad for the gray background one because I think what I've seen is the gray background ad works better than this one with the video in the background because it's just harder to read.
Got you.
So that could have some effect on the cost per lead. So that is something that I want to do and then probably shut this ad set off once that starts spending money and then see what happens with that.
Okay.
And then it's up to you. You can stay that way, or what you can do is right now you're spending 20 bucks. What you can do is you can do a suggestion might be spend $15 per day on stories and then $15 per day on feed. And then we can, because what might happen is your feed might outperform the stories or the story might outperform the feed. And then we can just keep one of those two on.
Okay.
So
Nah, he need to call LG&E ASAP. Electricity. Holy.
Hello? Hello,
Yo, you
hello?
back. You back. There you go.
Okay. So basically, here's what you want to do, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You want to duplicate this ad set. After you duplicate this ad set, so you might want to just listen back to this. After you duplicate the ad set, what you want to do is you want to use the gray background story ad. And in order to get that story background ad, you just want to message me in Slack and I'll get it over to you.
Okay.
The second thing you want to do is at that point, then what you want to do is you want to duplicate the ad set again, but you're going to do Facebook and Instagram. So, and you're going to make those changes. Some of the things that we
Yeah,
talked
yeah.
about, make all those changes, like the stuff here in terms of like all that stuff, make all those changes and probably go a little bit broader instead of Louisville, Kentucky, like just broaden it out.
Okay.
And then, so you're going to do that for the story ad set, and then you're going to duplicate that new ad set. Okay. The new story ad set, once you've created it, you're going to duplicate that and you're going to do a feeds ad set. And for the feeds, you're just doing Facebook feed, Instagram feed. And then what you're going to do is you're going to swap out the creative to make it specific for the feeds.
Okay.
Because this ad right here is for it's horizontal, it's long.
Yeah. And then the
So
other one square
it's
box.
square. Yep, exactly.
Okay. And
So
then
that's
15 cost spend 15 for both.
that's what I would recommend. And then here
Okay.
in like 2 days, we'll see what the results are. And my theory is that instead of $11 per lead, we might be able to get it down to like $7.
Okay.
That's kind of what my guess is.
Okay.
So that's it. But there's
Okay.
nothing broken. And then what I would say is don't turn anything off. Like just do that first. Because right now you might have a few leads that come in at the end of the day. Like that's good. Right. So don't necessarily turn it off. Like just let it spend
Do
money
those
and then
other ones first and get them.
build those. And then once those are spending money, once those are working, then turn this off.
Okay. That's cool.
But yeah, it's not nothing's like broken or anything. Like those are just a few things that are gonna bring the cost down a little bit for you.
Okay. Do I need to talk to Go High Level or is it on me? Like because I don't have the number, it's going to my email and it's going to spam instead
Um,
of to my actual messages where I get the notifications.
yeah, I would reach out to Go High Level about that, bro. I think Go High
Okay.
Level can help with that. Um,
Okay.
yeah. Um, what else? Anything else you have for me?
No, like I said, just no references. Other than that, I think there was some sure. Yeah, that was it, bro. I think everything
Okay.
else I'm pretty good. Just study them's objections, right? That's the question.
Yeah.
Because I
Yeah.
found the ones you were talking about because the link wasn't in there
Hmm.
for Alex Hormozy, the objections.
Oh, don't worry
Uh
about that one. It's you want to study Cole Gordon stuff.
study
Like oh,
Cole. Okay.
yeah, Cole Gordon. Yeah, yeah. Cole Gordon's objection stuff.
Study his objections. Okay, cool. I'll study all of that then.
Yep, yep. I got rid of Alex. His stuff is good, but it's more complex. I feel like Cole Gordon's is just a lot easier to understand.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Ronnie's a big fan.
Yeah. Hey.
All right,
Um,
that's it, brother. That's you can stop sharing my screen. I don't want everybody to see how bad I'm doing with non-investors.
no, you're doing great, bro. All right. Cool. So what we got next? So probably talk low ticket stuff, Stuart and Riviera. Stuart, what's going on?
Not a whole lot. Just worked through some of the stuff in the document you shared, used a little AI to kind of put together some ideas and things. So I have kind of my own little document going now of uh, sort of a bit of the plan, establishing that, and then some ideas for what the offer would actually be. So yeah, making some progress there.
Okay. You said you started putting stuff together in the Google Doc. Is that what you said? Or
In my own, yeah, yeah.
oh, okay. Yeah,
So
cool.
kind of distilling down what you had in yours and then just putting it into like, okay, so what would I be doing here? Going through the low ticket and then kind of that mid-ticket gap, mid-ticket product. So I think we're kind of going with like the podcast content machine kind of idea for like that'd be the mid-ticket thing. And
Okay.
then the high-ticket coaching. So something more like we install the system or whatever it is for you in 90 days or over 90 days.
One
Um,
one thing I started doing, Stuart, on my onboarding, I didn't do this before, but it's been very helpful, is I change up so my onboarding, I change it up to for this low ticket product because I'm selling this again, whatever you came through. And so I know that there's some people that want to use Facebook ads in order to learn how to get more customers versus I want some people that want to get customers for their clients because they're already getting customers. And so on my onboarding, I asked that question of like, hey, why did you purchase the program? Is it for this reason, this reason? So I bring that up because if I were you, you might want to write this down because I think I'll probably forget this one, but what we can do on your onboarding page is we can ask people specific questions. Hey, did you buy this course because of which of these
Yeah.
reasons? Now we know when we talk, like, hey, like, do people need help getting it set up? Are they trying to like whatever? And then now the reason that's going to be important is because we can start that conversation, the nurturing process to start the process selling them that because right now we don't really know what we're going to be selling high ticket.
Yeah.
And so we can structure
Figuring
our
that out.
conversation. Yeah, we can structure our entire conversation when they tell us right from the get-go, oh, this is what I actually bought this for. And so we say,
Yeah.
oh, congratulations. That's actually what our high ticket program is all about.
Yeah, I like that. Something for like initial thing, I think this would, like you were saying, kind of rip it from the whatever the mid-ticket course is. So if it's like the podcast growth system, something along those lines, then I think what we do is like something to the effect of turn one podcast into 10 pieces of content. I feel like that's maybe too simple, but maybe that'll draw people in. I don't know. To me, it's like you know how to do all this stuff, and so you think, well, that's just too simple. Like, why would anybody pay me to do that? They just know to go get Opus Clip or something like that. But a lot of people may not know that. I don't know. I did kick around some other possible things that we could do inside of that. Hold
Are
on
you
here.
looking at a Google Doc right now? Because I'd love
Yep.
to have.
Yeah. It's far from done, but
That's okay.
here, I can just pull up the screen.
Sure.
Okay. So initially, let me just get to the top. This is kind of can you see that?
What did you, before we dive in, I guess like, what did you take away from the content that you've consumed so far? Like, what are some things that really stuck with you? Or like, oh, I understand it. Here's how I understand it. Or here are the things that really stuck out to me. Or I get like just verbal diary. So I understand that me and you are on the same page before we dive into some of the stuff.
Yeah, I think the main thing just being like, so we're creating one course, and from that, we're pulling something in that's kind of our low ticket offer. We're testing that low ticket first and running the ads to kind of push that. I know you had mentioned this. I think this might have been in the call, though, not the course. I went back and rewatched where you were kind of giving the basics of it. But kind of seeing like, can we get 3 to 5 sales just of that course before we have any offer bump or anything like that, or any mid-ticket truly. So yeah, that was kind of the next thing in that. And then actually having that mid-ticket thing, and then whatever the next thing is, like the high ticket would be the coaching and stuff like that. Something too, you can tell me what you think of this, but it doesn't make sense for everyone because they'd have to be local. But actually going, oh, do you want us to just produce your show like I already do with my business and stuff? So that would be kind of the done for you part of it. So it's still, I guess, possible I could do it for other people. It'd just be flying out or something like that, or maybe designing their set for them, that kind of thing, designing their studio.
I think design the studio. Before I forget, one thing that I think is very important. So you might want to write this down because it's important as well. What I'd like you to do, actually, like all these ideas, I already have like in my mind what I think would work really well. I already know.
Yeah.
I'm happy to run through it. Because I like the way you're talking about is you're taking a little bit too literally. I just like, and that's probably on me in terms of my vocab. Maybe I'm not explaining things well enough.
Sure. Okay.
So I'll kind of tell you what I think, but here's homework for you is why don't you go do a little bit of research and go into Ads Manager and kind of see who are the competitors right now and what are they currently selling? Instead of
Okay.
us like going in here and being like, oh, hey, this is a good idea. That's a good idea. No, no, no. Let's see what the market is currently doing. That's what I did. I always see what the market is doing. And then I base my idea off of that. I'm like, okay, what are they doing? There's obviously, I'm always looking for like a pink ocean. So I'm not looking for a blue ocean. I'm looking for a red ocean. I'm looking for a pink ocean. I'm looking to see, okay, is there some demand? Are people buying it? And again, I have like an Excel sheet. So one thing I do that's kind of ninja level is I'm a part of all these courses. So I'm a part of the school communities, all these, so I can see how many customers go in every month. So I just buy the thing and then I see how much demand there is going in. And like, okay, cool. People are buying this. So their marketing is obviously good. They're spending a good amount of money. There's enough market demand. So they're getting customers. Okay, cool. I'm just going to create something that fills in a gap or makes this a little bit better. So I always
Okay.
start with that. I don't like come up with these ideas. So I think
Gotcha.
that's important. So let's do that. Let's do a little bit of research. Now, based off of just my experience, I could be wrong here, but I think something as simple as so what you're doing is you're taking something literal of like, okay, I create this whole mid-ticket thing that's 397, and then I must pull something out of it and put in here, and then I sell this. That's not necessarily what I'm saying to be true. What I'm saying is at the end of the day, your thumbnail of your YouTube video and your title is the most important thing, or else like what the heck, right? So
Yeah, yeah,
we've
yeah.
seen we've seen videos where like the thumbnail title are really good, they hook you in, and then you watch the video and you're like, bro, this has not much to do with like what the hook was, but they hooked you in. So what I'm saying is
Yep.
that what matters is like what the promise is of the low ticket course. It doesn't necessarily like you don't need to like say, okay, I can only sell this thing because it's a small part of this. I must first pull. I don't think like people start always with like the title and the um thumbnail first on YouTube. So same thing. We must start with like, okay, how are we going to package this thing? What are we going to say about it? What are we going to say that's going to sound really sexy? And for me,
Yeah.
I said something like 7 day filmmaker, 14-day filmmaker. I know those guys crush.
What's your
I
question?
said something like 14-day podcast expert or 14-day
Hmm.
podcaster. And then now what's going to happen? The reason I think it's going to work so well is because it's so broad, it's so general that's going to just bring so many people in. And we're the promise is like, hey, in 14 days, I'm going to help you basically start your podcast. And I'll show you if you remind me, Stuart, I'll send you my first one, 7 days video marketer, and you're gonna see how I
Sure.
did. I modeled the 14-day filmmaker guys, and basically it's like, hey, day one we do this, day two, day three, day four. So by the time they're done watching, they're like, hey, dude, in 14 days, like I'm gonna learn everything I can. I'm gonna learn everything I need. And what that's gonna do, it's gonna have a low cost per acquisition, and people are gonna buy that. And then what's gonna happen is the order bumps. We're gonna make it so sexy that they're like, oh, this is saving time. And then when they get to the mid ticket what we're going to do is we're going to create a pain gap. So I think
Okay.
you're trying to work from here to here. I'm saying work from here to here, work the opposite. So first we need to figure out what we need to say in order to make this really sexy. Then it's like, okay, once we've done that, it's like, okay, well, what can we think about that's going to paint this a little bit different? So it's like you create the thumbnail and the title first, then we're going to figure out what the actual video content is. So like this upsell thing, we're then going to figure out how do I bridge the gap? What do I say
Yeah.
here? And again, maybe we add just an additional module or something. Like we'll figure that out.
Yeah.
Does that make sense in terms of like
Yeah.
how
Yeah.
to thought it psychologically? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah,
And
I'm
that's
happy to run through this stuff with you for
it
sure.
is somewhat similar to where I was kind of going with this, like
Okay.
kind of changing it into something like whatever it is, like this video growth scorecard or something like that, like whatever it ends up being. But answering like those pain points there, like why is my show not growing? Why is it not producing leads? Whatever they're trying to accomplish with it. Um, that was kind of the direction I was going, like, and the same thing, actually, it's funny you use the YouTube thumbnail thing. Like that's the thing, is like going, okay, how do I make a good thumbnail? How do I make a good title? How do I hook them in and make sure that my content actually matches those things, so when they get in, they're not like, this doesn't fit or whatever. So yeah, those are the things that I'm like, okay, I think I could convey information to people that would be helpful, and then use that to go into the next steps of, okay, well, now what? Like now I know how to make those things, but how do I actually get leads from this, or how do I actually get monetized, or whatever the next steps are, in that process.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm on the same page.
Cool.
Um,
Cool.
so what
Main,
specifically are you like want to maybe show me and pitch me really quick where I'm like, oh, that's a good idea.
here, let me see.
The 30-day podcast content machine, I like that as like branding.
Yeah,
Um,
that'd
I
be
don't
something.
I just like that would not be the upsell, that would be the low ticket offer.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think that would be good.
Now,
Um,
the only thing I don't like about that is I feel like again, let's see what the market is doing. Maybe the market is currently doing something like a 30-day thing, a 29-day thing. We'll see if the market is, then okay, cool, we'll rock with it. But what I've seen work really well is like 7 days, 14 days type of stuff. But if you say 30 days, like, oh man, I don't know if I want to spend a month on this thing.
yeah, it feels like too long. Yeah. I think that I think that could easily be that could be cut. I'm just gonna say 14 day.
I really like that.
Um,
I feel like that's a good, yeah.
yeah. Then I mean things too, like obviously order bump stuff, hook title, things like swipe files or whatever, anything we can add into that. But I don't know if this is what I actually want to do. This is just an idea, but the growth sprint kind of a thing, like how can we get up and running essentially kind of what you're doing here, but coaching calls, Slack, all that kind of stuff. Hold on, there's two sections here. I'm gonna scroll a little ways. Yeah, okay. So this was the other thing, like possible other low ticket thing, but the scorecard or something like that, like answering why is my show not growing? What should I fix first? That kind of stuff might be something, or that could be maybe that could be a bigger thing. Um, and then I kind of have it broken out in a few things, but get to where content calendar. Okay. Yeah. 30-day podcast content machine. So we can change that to 14. And then just kind of giving a few different things, the position optimized, systematized track, like give them a system, basically.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you so much. Bye. Bye. Thank you.
Yeah, and I'm not married to any of this, so feel free to shred it if you want.
No, I think it's a good start. I think let's go on Facebook ads library really quick.
It just on
Space ads library. Yep. And yep. And then let's just say podcast course.
Okay.
You have to go to the left and then select all.
Yep. United States.
So yeah, this is what I meant by like doing a little bit of research. Like I want to
I
see
gotcha.
what people are doing right now. And I'm guessing, I mean, if we click on these, we're going to start seeing more stuff on your feed. Richmond. So I don't see anything right now.
What about like video podcast or something?
Sure.
Let's see.
I think we might need to have a keyword of like course or coaching or something. And then another
Okay.
thing would be going on to YouTube after this, and let's just see what some of the top people in the space are doing.
Okay.
What does that one say? Money every day? You scroll up to the top. Everything this post ran, you have so this one. Okay, never mind.
Got master filmmaker right there.
Hey.
They're everywhere though.
Yeah.
And again. Not really.
Yeah, I'm not seeing.
And nothing's jumping out to me, but content creator ready to master. Oh yeah, viral AI filmmaking. I've seen his ad.
So like yeah, see how like they're so good at marketing. It's like that's such a general broad thing. They've branded it to be so mass market appeal, and then they're gonna upsell like a certain percentage of those people they're gonna upsell into their coaching thing. It's gonna fit in with them.
Yeah.
Let's go on. Let's do a quick Google search on how to start starting a podcast course, for example, stuff like that.
Riverside, Udemy. Oh, it's going to be all the sponsored stuff. Probably go further.
So that stuff, see how that stuff, the startup podcast in 2026, like see that guy right there?
Oh yeah.
So I don't think media is gonna necessarily be so maybe one thing you can do is you can type go back. So maybe we go to Facebook ads library and then we type
Okay.
in think media and see if they're running ads to promote how to start an online how to start a podcast. Let's try having a
Do they
space.
do it as space?
Yeah, see what happens. And then instead of the United States, I think if you want to just broaden it,
Okay.
like all, yeah, just all.
Oh yeah. Just see what they're doing.
Mm. Or just
Huh.
try just typing it in instead of trying to go to their page and see if anything pops up. But like the process that we're going through right now, Stuart, like this is it. Like it's a solid, for me, I'll do a solid like 2, 3 hours of this. And I'm on YouTube, I'm on here, I'm going back and forth, and then I'm trying to get hit with ads until I see like, oh, what's my competition doing? I want to get hit with Master Filmmaker, I want to get hit with Content Creator, I want to get hit up with Parker Wahlberg, I want to get hit with all these people for me to start seeing what the market is doing. And then from there, that gets the wheels turning.
Okay.
Yeah, so hopefully that you're kind of like, I know we're not finding anything right now, but again, it's a process. It'll take a few hours, but that's what, would be very helpful. Um,
Yeah.
if you show me like, hey, Kushi, based off of what I'm seeing, man, here's kind of what I'm seeing. Here's what I think maybe we should do.
Okay.
But
Yeah, I'll dig through this. I think I
let's
can get a
try,
little
let's try going back to
further.
YouTube. Let's try going back to YouTube really quick because we haven't done that yet. And would not
YouTube.
be, yeah, and starting a podcast. Like something like starting a podcast, whatever you think would be a good search.
How about video podcast?
Mhm. So like, okay, so like right click on Pat Finn and open him up, like just his name.
Oh,
Because I've seen this guy, and it's like, is that what his channel is all about? This guy Pot. So let's just maybe go to his channel, kind of see what his top videos are about.
he's he does a lot of stuff on like eh, I've watched him before, but like I think like retire early and other things too,
Mhm.
but
Mhm.
content, and he
So
does
he's
seem
not,
to make a lot of podcast content.
yeah. So it's like that's the kind I'm gonna try to find a few people that are big and see if maybe I can get hit with their retargeting ads or get hit with some ads because I want to see
Kind of,
I want to see what's and here's what's important as well, Stuart, is it's really important that whatever we find people running ads. So in Facebook ads library, are you getting hit with ads? But like for example, if we find with Pat Flynn, like he's selling an online course or something through YouTube, that doesn't count because that's organic traffic. That's
mm,
because it works on YouTube does not mean it's going to work through paid ads.
yeah, gotcha.
But the idea here is just to dig, see what you can find, write some ideas down, and then more importantly, hopefully for us to get served some ads, for us to get served ads so that we can see what's working. And then if you want, whenever you see an ad, what would be great, Stuart, is if you can just like send that to me in Slack, and then I'll start getting hit with those ads and I can do a little bit of studying and I'll go into their funnels.
Okay, okay, I gotcha. Cool.
Let's keep scrolling down. Let's see if there's anything else we can find.
In his content.
We'll just keep scrolling down this page, this search right here, the page that you're on right now.
Oh, can you see? Are you seeing? Oh, you're
I'm
probably seeing this, aren't you?
I'm seeing your YouTube. Yeah, yeah.
Were you seeing the Pat Flynn stuff?
Mm-mm.
Other than that, okay, you didn't open them.
That's okay. So
Start your video podcast 4 months ago.
so Wes McDonald, have you heard of this guy or no?
No.
So
Oh
let's
no, yeah, I've seen his videos.
okay. So there we go. So podcasting. So if you scroll down, podcasting with I don't know how to pronounce that, but boom, now you've got people that are specifically, you know, teaching that. And I don't know if she's got a course or she's got anything, but I would want to go click the link in her bio and see if she's got a course that she's selling.
Oh, okay. Mm,
So 10 steps to
download your
launch
10
your
step to
podcast.
launch your
So
podcast.
so that tells me that's probably like something you might want to write down for us to like nurture people. There's probably something
Okay.
there that we can do. There's probably an idea, whether that is part of your email sequence or that's a lead magnet that we have.
Yeah.
Does she have a course? Does she have anything? Apply
Bet you
for
that's launch your podcast with confidence, starting a podcast. So that's kind of maybe her top of funnel.
probably it's for more like less than 10 people because if you go back to her YouTube, go to the if you see a first link, check that first link out. That's probably her, I feel like that's her coaching program.
Oh
Um,
yeah, emerging voice. I didn't even see that.
Yep. So there you go. That I'm willing to bet
Type form.
you go through that, she's got a $5,000 thing to sell you.
Maintenance communication. Well, I'm signing up right now. Okay. Yeah, I'll keep a few of
That
these open.
and you know what? Another piece of homework, Stuart, for you is I would go through that and I would hop on that call and I would see what that sales process looks like. I would be like record that whole thing. We'll feed that to AI. We'll kind of figure out what their sales process looks like.
Yeah. Okay.
Um, yeah. So are you kind of getting the gist of what we're doing here in terms of research?
Yeah. Yeah. Just getting the market, getting a feel for the pulse on what is and isn't going to hit.
Mm-hmm. Studio 88 by James. I feel like might be that might be very podcast centric.
Which one? Oh, right here. Yeah. Yeah. 2026. What's this one too? 8 is, oh, that's pretty old, but there was one I was looking at. Decent B-roll.
This video podcast, but not sure where to bring this video will guide you through affiliate links, other accessories, software. So this guy is missing out on some big bucks.
Yeah.
So I mean, you know what's really cool about this also, Stuart, is like that's a really big sign. Somebody's got 2,000. You know this better than anybody as creating content on YouTube. He's got 2,000 subscribers, and you got had something that went as viral as that did. I'm sure if me and you start pumping out some YouTube content, man,
Yeah. Yeah.
like there's probably a lot of people that are going to just buy the course organically from that.
Yeah. That's actually been kind of one of the things on my to-do list is like I have my own channel for my studio, but I have not done anything with it yet. I'm just like, okay, classic, like too busy making other people's stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, yeah,
But
most of his videos don't have a ton of views. So
mhm. And so the fact that, the podcast stuff blew up, and that seems to be constant, like Ultimate Podcast Setup, that one has 5.7 view thousand versus the other stuff,
yeah,
that's saying something,
just
man.
start making that content,
Seriously.
cloning his titles and whatnot.
So what we'll probably do, man, is once we get this up and running, again, let's assume we get 5 validated sales. If I were you, man, I would be pumping out content every week. It'd be a huge part of what I would be doing. This is
Yeah,
just free money, man. Like what I'm seeing right now, this is free money, man. There's a huge, um, yeah. Seems like this is a not too hard to
this
get
one,
into,
14,000 views, 2-person podcast setup. Huh,
right? Right, exactly. Look at that. It's crazy. It's nuts. And I know you can make better stuff than that for sure.
maybe. Yeah, we'll see.
With as many podcasts as you've been doing, Stuart.
Yeah, I've been cranking them out, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna look actually. I'll
Is
hit
this kind of your
subscribe.
first? Is this kind of your first time, kind of like seeing this, like seeing the gap in the or like what the potential is, like just here on YouTube, in terms of like educating on podcasts, or have you kind of like looked at this before?
I've done a little bit, yeah. I've when usually if I am going, I'm going for a purpose. Like I'm looking for something I'm trying to solve. Like recently I was like, I want to do, I want to set up my studio to not have podcast mics. I'd like to have like shotgun mics that are just aimed at the guests. So like there's no fidgeting and that kind of stuff with the mic. So like that was something I was like, oh, okay, now I'm gonna look at that. Like there was one down here, this every mic video. Like, oh, cool. Okay. I'd probably watch that.
Yeah. Okay.
So I probably need to start too with just going, what problems am I always trying to figure out or solve? Or was I trying to solve early on, too? Because
Yeah, probably early
start,
on, right? Because that's who our market would be. Probably not you.
yeah, yeah,
Probably,
the early on guys.
yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, everything this guy's doing is basic, like fundamental kind of stuff.
yeah.
Yeah. Huh, okay, cool.
So
Um,
main thing is So I'll if you want to share the Google Doc with me, I can have a look. But I think the main thing that right now that I'm looking for from you is try to find us some ads for me to look at. That's the thing that has my interest. Like
Okay.
YouTube is cool, organic is cool, all that stuff is cool, but I'm not banking on that. Until I see an ad that I see is converting, it's like, okay, cool.
Yeah,
Let me see what they're doing. That proves product market fit in terms of ads, and then we can delve into that. I do
okay.
believe at my core, in my bones, that 14-day podcast creator is again, if you just looked at his content, it's the beginner content that's blowing up, right? It's like, hey, how do I
Yeah,
start a podcast? So I believe in my core, like that would blow up. But again, before we do anything like that, I just want to just see what we can find
I
first.
got you. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll keep digging in and I'll send this. What if I share this to you, what
It's just a Slack.
okay, just drop it in Slack.
Yeah, just drop it in Slack and I'll be good.
Gotcha. Okay. Mm, okay, I'll do that now.
Cool. What else is top of mind for you, Stuart?
Mm, I mean, that's pretty much it. I've mainly been thinking about this stuff since the last meeting, just going through and considering what I could do. But yeah, I definitely think you're right. I need to validate some things and make sure like there's true demand or that people are at least getting hitting that market too.
Yeah. Yeah. I knew there is. I know that there is off of just what we saw on YouTube. It's just a matter of we need to make sure we brand our stuff appropriately and say the right words with that initial low ticket offer. That's,
Yeah,
I I don't I have a very hard time seeing how it would fail. I just want for us to win as much as possible is kind of what I'm getting at.
I got you. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. All
Cool.
right.
Anything
Yeah,
else?
I'm good to go. Yeah,
Cool, cool. Well, just keep me posted inside Slack.
I will.
Cool, cool. I think
Oh, I gotta stop sharing here again.
let's see who do we have next. Um, okay, Riviera. Um, give me just does anybody here have to get going? I know we've been on for a little while. Does anybody kind of in a rush? No? Okay. All right. Give me just a second here and then we'll get started, Riviera. Just gonna run to the restroom really quick, take a leak. I'll be right back. All right. Riviera, what's going on, man?
What I do? I was gonna link to Stuart here. I don't know if it's best to do it in the Zoom chat, but I found I was looking with you guys on the library, and I think I found somebody that runs a podcasting, like yeah, like an ad that says, hey, um, here I'll just give you the ad library link, and then
Sweet.
yeah, it was super hard to find too, but um, I found I think something.
It was hard to find, or it was super easy to
It
find?
was hard, but I asked ChatGPT, and then it shot out like a bunch of big names in the field that think that would be running ads. So this one says it just like basically says you want to start a podcast and optimize it for growth and this and that. So
Okay, sweet. Thank you so much, Rivera. So, Stuart, definitely want to hop in here. And look, 6 month live group coaching call. So
Oh
there
man.
you go, man. So there
Yeah.
people are already selling it. So there you go, man. Like it's product market fit. Like if these guys are running a call funnel, I can damn near guarantee we'll be able to crush it with a low ticket
Yeah.
funnel.
Looks like she's taken a faith-based approach to it too. So
Yeah, those are I have strong opinions about that, but
there's actually one guy, he's more YouTube, but Talon Michaels, I think is his name. I see his stuff all the time. I sat in on one of his calls mainly for, like you were saying, just to kind of see how he was going about it.
mhm,
And to me, I was a little, I think he's just basically teaching the fundamentals of how to make your YouTube content good.
mhm,
But the same thing where it's like a faith-based approach.
mhm.
So I don't know. I have mixed feelings on that myself.
Yeah, yeah. It's like I've seen people do that in their marketing, and I think it works for a short period of time, and then eventually that market dries up. And on top of
Yeah.
that, just ethically, I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah.
Um, but
Well, it
so
feels like something you'd see on like TBN or something like that.
yeah, yeah. So one thing you want to do is in your spare time or after we hop on or tomorrow, I would suggest that you apply and actually go through the funnel and then probably, watch the content and or like the nurturing content and or like your computer play just to kind of train their pixel that like, hey, you're interested, and then this way you'll start getting served with more ads. Um, and so, yeah, here in probably a few days, we'll probably see, more of your feed with these ads, and you can share with me like what you see that's working. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay.
So
Here,
worst
I'm
case
clicking that
scenario,
link.
literally worst case scenario is a call funnel like this, which is, you already see like at work, and we can probably model this and make this 10 times better as a worst case scenario. But I think a low ticket funnel is going to definitely do better. For you specifically.
Okay. Cool.
Because they're way more profitable, way better for people that have limited time. Low tickets are way more profitable in my experience. Anyways,
Awesome.
Rivier, thank you for sharing that, man.
Yeah.
anytime.
Sweet. Thank you.
But yeah, Rivier, I saw your message. I took the weekend off. So I've just kind of been MIA.
No worries. I know it was a lot. So, but no, I mean it's just mostly just the scripts and stuff.
Okay. So made variety, revisit them. Should I have any scripts missing, like the ones from the current? Okay.
Real quick, just want to give you a quick update on the scripts. Essentially, this tab is the scripts you gave me for the ads, as well as the funnel page scripts, as well. I think the only one you didn't give me was the confirmation page one, but I have screen record that, transcribed it essentially. So I have that one here as well.
Sweet.
And variety ads are just kind of my ideas for ads to try myself and trying to hit each type of person. So we got the S tier one, we got kind of guess how much this filmmaker made. I think you may have something like that in terms of your active ads. Yeah, I guess how much this filmmaker made. So essentially these are kind of like mine. I'll probably, gotta make them different than yours. So just to take advantage of yeah, just trying out my own stuff. So if anything seems like it crosses over too much, I'll probably just nix it and just yeah, just go with whatever makes more sense. This is the tab where your active ads, so I went to your ad library and then I saw that you were running these two. So 30K profit video licensing one, and then the guess how much this filmmaker made. So that's pretty much that there. And I think maybe making it like yours, but I'm just putting myself in your place for these. So yeah, that's pretty much what I have so far. It's a lot. I don't know if I could just do this in one go without sounding tired towards the end. So I probably have to be selective on like what I hit first in terms of my peak energy, or maybe just doing this across like.
Yes, you definitely want to. I always start with like the video that I think is not as important as my first go-to, and then my second video is like the most important video, because I'm warmed up by that point. And then I just kind of go in order of like second, third, fourth most important videos.
Right.
2 or 3 days. I just want to be mindful of my energy and stuff. But yeah, if you have any input on that, let me know.
definitely coffee, caffeine, and all that good stuff. My plan is like, if you can't get to these and review these in time, I know it's a lot. We can just chop it up on Monday and kind of work through them, and maybe you can give me some insight until then. My plan is to on Sunday to kind of build out the set to my liking, and then Monday or Tuesday we can just film them and then go from there. Hopefully you get your kind of same approval if there's anything I need to tweak.
And then in terms of your set, I don't know where you plan on building it, but like for me, obviously this is mine. And then it's just important that moving forward, that's kind of like your safe space because we're going to need to create a bunch of content, YouTube video, all that stuff. This way it doesn't keep changing up.
Yeah.
If
Okay.
possible.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
possible. If possible.
And then just anything like that. But I know that we're going into the weekend here, so whenever you get to this, and then I'll go ahead and start filming after that. So looking forward to our Monday call.
Sweet. Let me have a look at.
First, we're going to install.
So what I like what you have here. Obviously, I'm just kind of skimming.
Yeah.
What I think is like finding the trends. Like this one, for example, have you seen Instagram videos like that where it's like they have the S tier, whatever?
Yeah,
Have
I've
you?
seen a couple, yeah,
So
but
yeah, it's
nothing
like
in this like field or whatever.
it's really about like step one is just like finding the trend and then creating a video around that trend. Like one of the videos that Jorge did was good, better, best. So that's like a trend. Have you noticed that trend where people are doing good, better,
Yeah.
best? So it's like good is, word of mouth. Better, so your title is best way to grow best way to get local clients. Good, better, best. And then so you just kind of keep running through it. So it's like
Yeah.
that's a trend, and then you're applying that to videography. So it's like this is a trend, and then now you're applying it to whatever. So that's kind of what I'm getting at is like find the trend. Step one is find the trend. Step two, create it for the trend. So this one, obviously, you're modeling me. This one is a trend. So this one is a walking yapping. So we need a few yapping, but then these videos right here, like this is like for yapping, maybe have like, I don't know, two yapping videos, three yapping videos, but then the rest of it is like instead of like saying, hey, organic versus unorganic, it's like just find the trend and then talk about it. It's almost like you're saying the same thing, a bunch of different trends. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's like find the
Yeah.
trend because the trend will go viral, and then we create the same messaging for all
Around.
those. Yeah, so that's how you want to do it. Instead of what you're doing is you're kind of treating it like ads, where it's like find the different reasons why somebody would buy and then create that content. Not necessarily. For what I'm suggesting that you do is you find the trend and then you basically have the same messaging for each of those trends.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
But yeah, I mean, I know for sure the 30K mechanism is step one, two, three, four, five. I don't know if this is you're modeling me, but that I know that works really well. Step one, two, three, four, five. So my mechanism video that's I've showed you this one, but I know for sure you want to model like these two. Like you want to model this one and you want to model this one for sure. And so you're just like swapping out a few words. And in terms of like the mechanism, um, um, yeah, like what you can do is, so do you know where my follower funnel content is?
No.
Okay, so if I come into the center marketing cheat code, and then you come down to the Instagram growth funnel, this is like, so this is like Instagram growth as a whole. So this is like Instagram growth as a whole. So we're talking about DMs, DM ads, and then follower ads. The follower funnel is just focused on just one aspect, just the follower stuff. And so I would suggest coming in here, maybe skimming like a few pieces of content, like broad ones, like what is the Instagram growth funnel? Um, Honestly, that might be it for me. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you access to a course and I'll kind of give you a little bit more information. And what I want you to do is I want you to consume that content. And what we're gonna do is we're just gonna make that better. So what I'm saying is like inside of my course, what you're gonna do, your responsibility is gonna be is to create a module, and you're just gonna be talking about the follower funnel.
Gotcha.
That's all I need from you in terms of course material. The rest of it, like for some people, we're going to launch a 6 figure 6 weeks funnel for them. For some people, we're going to launch the follower funnel for them. For some, that's pretty much it. Like that's all we're going to be doing for the video. For some people are the 6 figure 6 weeks funnel. Some people are going to be the follower funnel, and they're going to consume your content. Again, the content's already created. You're just going to create your own rendition of it, make it a little bit
Yeah.
better, and then kind of pull some inspiration from my content here. So if you, the reason I'm suggesting you go here is maybe you can pull some inspiration from me. So you're gonna pull some inspiration from me. You're gonna pull some inspiration from this other portal, and then you're gonna create your own stuff. And so some of the students are gonna do the follower funnel, and then some of them are gonna do the 6 figure 6 weeks funnel. And then some people, if they want to niche down, we're gonna help them build a niche call funnel. Okay, but it's basically a marketing cheat code coaching program. It's the same thing that we're taking people
Yeah.
through. What else was I gonna say? Yeah, that's pretty much it, man. Yeah, so like the skit style objection, if that's something that is currently popping and you saw it like trending, like yeah, do that. But if it's not popping, like I would not try to come up with ideas. If I were you, I would not try to come up with ideas and be like, oh, let me give this a shot. I think this would be a good idea or not. I would just do what's validated right now. Do the content that's currently validated, the trends, and start there. And
Gotcha.
pretty much it. But
Okay.
yeah, this is all like cherry on top. Like the main thing is like try to get these done. Step one is get all this stuff done. This is mandatory. We have to get this done. And then if you can get the 30K one and like the two ones that are like mine, if you can model those two, like that's all you really need.
Okay. Makes sense.
Yeah. What else is top of mind for you?
That's it. Yeah, I was just gonna ask about like the follower funnel stuff. Just because, yeah, if I get to see it, then I be able to replicate it more. I can also understand it more. So that
I
was
got
pretty much the next thing.
Gotcha. Cool. What else? Anything else?
Um, no, it's pretty much it. Just gotta, yeah, just make sure. I yeah, I'll probably chop out like the scripts that just I was doing totally original. Didn't have any other than just, so I think, yeah, just keep getting it down to what I just need to film.
So
And then
probably
that way I can just get
it's
them done.
probably step one is I'm going to send you this portal. Step two is consume a little bit of my content, consume their stuff so you have an idea of what it is. Step three is then go into your stuff and then tweak yours. So step three is then find a list of all the viral things, maybe like 5 viral videos or 3 to 5. The next step is probably then restructure your script to make it fit within the viral trend, tying in this follower funnel, local businesses, stuff like that. That's pretty much, and then once you're done with that, then you let me know, and then you're pretty much off to a race in terms of filming and editing and launching.
Cool. Sweet.
Yep. Questions, comments, concerns?
No. If questions pop up while I'm doing it, I'll just shoot you a message on Slack.
Cool. Sounds good. Let's see here. I think that's everybody in terms of the question that you guys wrote down. So I lie, Cheryl, they're at 62,000 right now. So I know he's I can't hear you, bro.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I said, nah, when we get time, I want to speak to him too, because remember I was talking about personal training with my
Yeah.
as well, and then get into that because there's a couple of fields that I'm looking at that we can talk about too as well once I get through my training stuff.
Yep,
I'm
yep.
excited to be in.
Yeah, he's good people to talk to about all that stuff. He's figured that out, obviously.
Yeah, absolutely. Now that looks really good. I like it.
Yeah. Okay. So we got Ronnie, do you have a question or you just kind of hanging out today?
Just hanging out. Yeah.
Okay. Um, Adishala and Jorge, are you there, bro?
Sorry, I didn't know I closed. I was like this the whole time. Just kind yeah. I just have a few stuff. I've done some sales call
Yeah.
and I think some went well, so some didn't.
How
Yeah,
many have you done so far?
about four.
Okay. So usually
Yeah.
when 4 or 5 people start getting warmed up. So out of the 4 or 5, um, have you gotten any official closes or not yet? So official cash close.
They only one asked me. I wanted to like send invoice to that person immediately, but told me, "Oh, we can't start now. I don't have because it's a clothing brand, right?" She said she doesn't have the materials to sell to people yet, that
Mm.
she wants to get back to work and get that done. So I also try to do some objections like, yo, this service is usually more than what I'm asking you now. I am not sure by the time you're done, the price is gonna stay same. So you might as well want to like pay down and no. She was like, oh no, I think it's part of it's in the what's it called? The loom I shared with you. And it's positive she wants to proceed with us, but the money is not yet in my pocket, so I can't call that an official close yet. And
So, but before you continue, I don't want to cut you off, but before I forget, when you say you did objection handling, what I'm hearing from you is traditional, like what I hear from like videographers, like what you just said, but that does not work. That does not work in the real world in terms of ads. What you need to do is you need to come to this section, additional training on setting sales objections. And what you need to do is you need to come down here, objections mastery. So make sure you remember this, Alicia. If you want to write it or read it, or it's at the 2 hour, 12-minute mark, it's imperative that you go through this content. This is
okay.
These are the exact scripts for objection handling. You must run it through it this way, or else you're not going to be able to handle like fight those. Because that what you just said, that those don't work. The point of objection handling is so that you can collect cash right then and there. If you don't collect cash, as you know, like I don't count that as a close. You have to collect cash. Even if you collect $50, $100 or whatever, that is a close. So this one is like, what is action objection? This is how do you pace it? This is like kind of like, okay, I hear you. Let's take a step back. If I'm hearing this is what I'm hearing. This allows you to understand which objection. Is it a financial one? Is it a partner spouse one? Or is it uncertainty? Those are the only 3 kinds of objection. Again, Cole does a good job breaking. Those are the only 3 objections. So what I'm hearing right from you, because of my experience, I already know that's an uncertainty dot objection. She has an uncertainty dot objection. And so then this tells you, how do you navigate the financial objection? How do you navigate the partner spouse objection? And then how do you handle the uncertainty dot objection? The uncertainty dot one, it is the most hard one to handle. Usually the financial one is the easiest one to handle. So point is like, I would say, after our call today, find some time today, find some time tomorrow to study this stuff, and you need to watch this multiple times. This is more advanced stuff in terms of objections. Um, but continue.
Yeah, I had that, and I also shared one person's response to you. I mean, we've had discovery call. I was able to tell them what it is and what we want to achieve. So when I sent them link about, okay, I'm gonna show you how everything is gonna be and how the whole process is gonna work out. Then they hit me with a message like, oh, please, I want to know if this video is just the only thing. I don't want to make any payment. I don't, I think I shared the message,
Yeah,
which
you did. So if you did, so what that tells me is that whatever you did under the discovery call, you probably were not clear. Because in the message, it says basically, hey, I'm not trying to pay for anything else. But in the discovery call, conducted the right way, we're basically telling them, hey, the video is free, but you have to pay for advertising. So that tells me that you did not convey that, or they did not hear you. They did not understand you.
I'm very sure I did that, and he asked again like, oh, so I'm hearing you clearly. This video will be done for free for me if only I pay you for the marketing. So I was
He said,
like,
he said that.
yeah. He said that to me verbally,
Hmm.
and I tried to, rephrase what instead of just saying yes to that, I tried to rephrase it nicely, like, yo, it's part of a whole. We don't just do only the videos. We want to make sure you achieve your financial goal, which is the reason why we are asking that, which is the reason why you put that information in. If it is just the video, then we have no business asking you what your financial goal is, because video is part of a whole. The video and other things that we have to do that is custom made for your business to actually achieve your financial goal and to reach where you want to get to. And he said, okay. So when I sent the link for him to join the Zoom, where I'm going to present all of those things to him, hit me with that message. I didn't reply though, because
What it sounds like to me is you basically said what you said. He said to you, "Hey, so I'm paying, it's the video's free, but I'm paying for something else. Am I understanding that correctly?" And then you responded, and I think what you did is you may have confused him more. And so when you confused him, then he sent that over. He felt probably a little bit weird about it. He's like, I don't really fully understand. That's kind of what my guess is.
yeah. Well, it's more like that, but I don't know. I was very clear with him what it is, to be honest. I don't think I will not be clear with anyone
Mhm.
uh, on what it is, because I know how the mentality of most people are like on that. Yeah, that's basically where I am. I have some of the follow-ups are responding now that they actually want the program.
Out of the four people that you had, how did you feel about them? Did you feel like some of them were qualified and interested? Did you feel like they're not qualified? Basically, what I'm asking you is like, sometimes you have a sales call and you can do the best job in the world, but it's like they're not really good at a good mental state. They're not serious. They don't have money. Like, how do you feel about those people?
Only one though. Only one do I feel. I feel that for only one person,
Mhm.
that they are not serious, and
So the other
it,
three you felt good about.
other three felt good. In fact, there was one when I was done pitching. The reason that's not also a close, I don't know, is she switched up on what she wanted to do
Hmm.
after everything. So she told me, oh, you know what? I don't want to sell my wares anymore. I want to sell courses on, because she on our website, she has a good website on, I'm just gonna, do you mind if I share my screen?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay. This is it. So, I think it's this person. Yeah. This person, she was like, "Oh, I don't want to sell my," because she has a really nice stuff. Uh, wait, yeah, this is her. This is her brand, and she has all of this. Then from our website, which she has this website. Um, it's also clothing brand. Today, I talked to two people, in the same niche of business. Only that now, I don't know what's wrong with my thing. Only that now she wants to sell courses and all about that. So I was able to tell her, oh, that's gonna be a different system and all. And she was like, okay, she has not recorded any class on it. I don't know if to. So she wants to record the class. So I was like, nah, that's not where we're trying to give
Custom
free video
made
for.
to wear one purpose to make you feel like royalty. Every stitch is elegant. So yeah, it seems like she sells. So it seems like she creates one-off things and sells them, and then she's trying to offer classes on her Instagram. So her brand,
Yeah,
she seems confused. She seems,
very. So yeah, very, very much more like that. Then
how much,
on
what's her current revenue?
our revenue, she says zero, zero.
Yeah, that makes sense. So she's basically just she's not, she's not really an entrepreneur yet. She's just kind of trying some stuff and seeing what works. So It's fine. Your job is to still have the conversation, try to sell her. That is your job. But, if I'm being honest, I'm not giving you permission not to sell, but to be honest, these people are, you can't really sell somebody like that because she herself doesn't really know what she's doing. Sometimes you can, but it's very rare with these people.
So far, this is the only one I feel
That's,
is
is that the one you sent me?
yeah, yeah, yeah. These other ones,
What's her revenue? The one that you sent me, what's her revenue?
our revenue is not even much. I think it's yeah, 2,000.
Okay. So
So I charged that.
who's
I
the
told her,
highest revenue person that you have?
what's the what?
Who has the highest revenue of the people you spoke to so far?
It's the one that wants to do, this person, uh, this, nah, I think it's this one, the unserious one. I think she has about 4,000 or something.
What
Can't
kind
remember.
of what kind of business is
It's
this?
food.
Okay, is this the one that messaged and said that she was only interested in the free video, or is this somebody else?
No, 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 no. No, the person who messaged is a man, actually. Yeah, this guy, Jason.
And then what is this guy's revenue?
Okay, yeah, he makes the most actually. I'm just
What,
gonna pull that on.
so what does he do? What is his revenue? So social.
Oh, so he said zero too, actually, but he told me he makes about $18,000.
What is your monthly revenue goal? So I'm a solopreneur and L who has no.
Yeah, he has no investors, and I've dumped every penny I have into preparing for launch on June 15 with our first event now scheduled for
So
July
what does he sell? What does he do? I like this guy.
7th. So he actually this is like a dating site.
Oh, okay.
Oh
So this is a
yeah,
dating site one. Okay.
yeah, yeah. So it
Okay.
is a dating site. He said the dating site is different, blah blah blah. You know,
So
he
so
wants.
basic, I would say that this is the guy that's most sellable, to be honest. And the reason for that is because if we look at the behavior of the girl her website, her social media is all over the place. One thing she's trying to sell classes, one thing she's trying to sell clothes, doesn't make sense. The other lady that you had a sales call with, it sounds like maybe she's serious, but it sounds like she doesn't even have the clothes. She kind
Yeah.
of is in the same boat as the first girl. Is like they're just not that serious. They're not that far along the journey. Versus this guy, he's actually poured his money into the app. He's actually started the process. This guy is going to buy. He's going to be in pain. He's actually taking this serious. He's already probably spent thousands of dollars on this. He's
Mhm.
probably taken his 9 to 5 income alone. He's probably started. This guy is sellable. This guy here
I think
is
he's
sellable.
good too.
He's sellable. It's just a matter of like speaking common sense into him. You can structure a deal of say, hey, it's a profit share deal, or hey, just cover ad spend. Like, hey, look, man, we'll create the video for you for free, cover the ad spend, whatever we help you make, then we'll split the profits. Like, it's just about selling this guy, but this guy is sellable. The other two people, I'm like, I'm not as serious. I like this guy most, actually, believe it or not.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So these two persons they sell clothes, and yeah, the other one is really much more.
So if I
Um,
were you, I would get in touch with this guy, keep pushing him, hop on that sales call. If you need to, again, I'm just telling you what's real. I'm not telling you what is good or bad or right or wrong. I'm just telling you what works. And the truth is you just need to say what you need to say in order to get him on the call. So you need to just give him a short and fast response like, yeah, totally understand. We work totally understand. Yes, the video is 100% free and no, there's nothing else that you need to buy. And then you hop on a call and then you talk to him and and one of the things I saw in your sales call is you basically said, hey, we already did some discovery, so we don't need to talk about that. And then you move on. No, you cannot do that. Alicia, your job is, somebody did discovery, you did discovery, you moved to sale. It's not about efficiency. Nobody's going to buy if they're not in an emotional state. So you actually have to spend some time doing discovery. So if you get this back on the call, then you say, hey man, so reading through your application, man, it looks like you poured every penny into it. Like I get like talk to me really quick about that. Like, what did that look like and where did that come from? And I guess like what's the hiccup? Or like he has to be scared. He has to have fear. He has to have you have to create emotion before you get into some kind of a pitch. You have to find some gap. So you didn't do that with the lady.
Oh, okay.
So with this guy, I would say whatever you need to say to get him back on, get him on a sales call, create that motion, you know, how much did he pour into it? What is the investment? Like, what do the things look like? And then go into like, all right, man, I'm your teammate. He needs to believe that you're going to be his team. You're going to work with him, help him build this thing.
Yeah, okay. Okay. No problem. No problem. No problem. Yeah. That's just what it is for now. I have other people booked for sales call, you know, tomorrow. This is tomorrow by 2 p.m. This is the PR lady. Yeah, I to be honest, I still don't know what to effectively tell this lady about that.
Did you find like a PR funnel?
No, I did not, to be honest.
Yeah, there's some PR funnels. I'm sure I've seen multiple, like I've been seeing this since 2020. There are firms out there that run, tell people, oh, we're gonna get you in magazines, this, that, this, that. I'm sure you can find some stuff to funnel hack.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's basically what it is. This was the stuff I designed to, you know, to explain, how the system works for them and everything. So yeah,
Okay. So
it
talk to
is.
me. I guess like what are your questions for me? I understand like, hey, here's where I'm at, Coach. Here's what I've done, but like what are your questions for me? What can I do to like help you improve? Like where's your
Okay,
mind at?
so yeah, I think doing this more is kind of opening my eyes and all to how the whole thing is. So I have more confidence knowing what the next thing is. I think my greatest problem has always been that, okay, if I tell them this and they ask me this, I don't know the answer. Okay, if I get on sales call and they decide to pay, I don't know how to collect the money. I don't want to look like I don't know what I'm doing, saying, oh, don't pay yet. Let me figure out to collect the money and come back to you. Although I'm not gonna say that, but that's my mindset, and I'm just gonna cover that up with words. So I know everything up until this level, and I'm just thinking of closing first before, I get clarity into what is next. But then, one thing that has always lingered on my mind is what I'm asking these people normally what I'm asking these people to pay, apart from the ad spend. For example, this person, I asked her to pay $850. Uh, and the ad spend is $750. I understand that it should be two times, but then looking at our income and everything, I know that's probably gonna be over whatever it is that she's making currently. So I told her like, okay, pay 1,600 to achieve your 5,000 or 6,000 goal, and from there, more and more income and everything. I explained every other thing to her. And yeah, she was like, "Oh, this is much, but I totally want it and everything." But then, can we not go into this because once we start this, she's afraid that she doesn't have enough stuff to go around to get to as many people, and she wants to get into production as much as possible. So I was like, oh, that would be disaster if there are so many people in her DM who wants to buy and she doesn't have for them. So, but then my point is this is where I want to get to. So a total value of $1,600 is my charge for shooting the free video commercial and also helping them do their ads, which my take home probably from it is like $850. Normally, as a videographer, alone, if I am doing this project with them, I'm charging nothing less than 1,300, 1,500 for video only. Nothing, just like a traditional videographer here. I don't care about what they do with the ads or anything. But here is me doing both for them and charging, less. And sometimes what this woman said is, oh, I've seen your work and I know if you're gonna even have to charge me for only the video, you're charging more than this. So I know this is a steal for me. She said that, and which is true, for what it is. So where does my, how do I call it now? How do I say this? where does my elevation in the work or maybe value for money of work that I'm putting in come in? Like, where do my income possibly from what it is, from the amount of work that I am getting to do and how much I'm having get to increase from the whole thing, if this is what it's gonna be.
Yeah, so this one is not like, so again, your mind is focused on I say this in a respectful way, in a kind way, but I'm gonna say the same thing to you is right now, do not think about money. I know that money is important. I know, sleep and this and all the, but right now you're in the process of just learning to sell. To be honest,
Okay.
if you sold her, I would tell you to refund her. You're not going to, it's stupid. Why would you charge her $1,600 where you would charge bare minimum 1,300 for just a video, and then you're running ads and funnels and being responsible for bottom line, and she has no idea what she's doing in business. You have to coach her. You'd lose your mind. She's a terrible client. She's not a good fit. So the reason I'm saying is like the guy is a better opportunity. The guy actually invested some money into building his app and knows some things. He actually is a better, but even him, I don't think is a good fit. All the people that you have told me so far, these are not good clients. You would actually lose your mind. I wouldn't say to take any of them on. So right now you're just in the process of just learning.
I
That's just
am learning. I am learning, actually. Yeah.
yeah, you're
I'm,
learning. So what I'm saying is like don't focus on like, oh, I would be making more as a videographer and, you know, like just that's not the right thing to focus on right now. Because down the road, again, these are not the right leads. But for example, a gym client. And the second thing I'll say is just because you say, hey, this is important you pay attention to this. Just because you say you're shooting a video does not mean you actually have to shoot a video.
mm,
So you can go in there and then you can say, hey, here's what we're going to do. You sell them and then you go into the establishment and you take a bunch of photos or use AI to create photos and then you just run the ads and then they're making money. They don't care about the video.
mm,
You're still focusing on the wrong thing. Right now you're thinking because I sell them this, I have to get the video. That's not the real world. You just sell them to sell them. And then once you sold them, you onboard them. Then once you get to doing whatever you do, they don't care. I promise you they don't care. Like remember the tattoo guy Rich? Do you remember him? Tattoo Rich? Alicia, can you hear me?
yeah, the tattoo guy.
Yeah, Rich. Did you remember
Yeah, yeah,
watching
yeah,
him?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
what did
yeah.
he do? He went to the establishment, he shot a video. He didn't even use a video. He took a screenshot, he put $500 on there, he ran ads with it. That's it. And the business owner didn't care.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
not about, so try to take that out of your mind. So don't think to
Okay.
yourself. So right now, for example, let's just say theoretically, so let's say theoretically she had business acumen. She is smart. She is intelligent. She has the funds. She can get the closer. Let's just say she was a good fit. I don't think she's a good fit. I think that she's very early on in her entrepreneurship career. I don't think she's a real respectfully, I don't think she's a real entrepreneur. I don't think she's a real client that you can work with. But let's just say theoretically she was. So you sell her on something like $1,600. Then
Mm,
after that, you onboard her, and then let's just say theoretically you could run ads with some photos to her funnel and make her some sales because her website is already built, everything is built. And then now you're making $1,600 a month. Of that, $800 is profit. You never shot a video, you never shot anything. You're just making easy $800 a month. You set up the ads once. That would make sense. But again, she's not the right fit for you. That would
mm,
be a good case. That would be a good case of your time and energy. And I would tell you, like, hey, this is a good fit. Alicia, you should spend time and energy on it. But this is not a good fit. The ones that
mm.
I hear so far from you that are a good fit are the gym. I think you mentioned a gym. That's a good fit.
Yeah, this gym guy is a personal trainer.
That's a
He
good one.
he is, yeah. I mean, after everything, he told me, oh yeah, struggling to get clients. So also doesn't have real and says his monthly stock from the business is currently $600 and he wants to get it 5,000. So
So
to be honest,
he sounds like to me as somebody that's like a personal trainer, maybe working at a gym, and then you take some clients on the side, maybe. And so
yeah.
that if that's the case, that is a good fit because he knows what he knows. He just doesn't know how to get leads. He doesn't know how to sell to them, probably and stuff like that.
Yeah, so I explained everything to this guy on how it's gonna work and how we're gonna come in on on that, but looks
Yeah.
like he's also just that, oh, he's
And
not
so
a place to
and so
spend everything,
so
blah blah.
Adisha, most likely, man, what we're gonna do is you're starting to see the 6 figure 6 weeks. You're going to get a lot of leads, but a very small percentage. Remember, I told you, you said, oh, I have 20 people. I'm going to close 10. Remember, I said, no, you're not going to close 10. I said, that's not going to happen. Remember that? I said, you're going to close one or two. Remember, I said, out of the 20 people you have, maybe one or two are closable. The gym guy
Yeah,
might be closable. So the
yeah.
reality is right now, the money that you're spending on ads is just training. You're just practicing. So let's just say theoretically. So right now you spent $300. Let's
That's how
say
I see it. That's
That's
how
how
I
you should see it. You spend $300, you got a crap ton of leads, you sell, maybe you make $1,000 back. Okay, cool. You made $700 profit and you learned. After
mm,
you do that, then maybe what we're going to do is we're going to shut this funnel down and we're going to do a niche, just go into one niche. Like, for
mm,
example, you're just selling to chiropractors, or you're just selling to dentists, or you're just selling to roofers, or you're just selling to one niche. Now,
mm.
remember how you said before, like, remember you said before, you're like, oh, Kushik, I don't know. I think you could do a bunch of different niches. Now you're starting to see if you don't niche down, you see a bunch of crazy people that come out of the woodwork. That's why you need
Yeah,
to have one niche. You need to talk to one person, say, hey, are you a medical profession and you currently make 20,000 a month and I can help you? So you talk to a specific type of person.
yeah,
So right
yeah,
now I'm talking to somebody, she's a nurse. She's a nurse. She's been a travel nurse for 4 years. And we're talking about helping her build a funnel to attract basically people that have just graduated college and are considering nursing, people that are currently nurses, people that are like ICU nurses. Basically, we're just saying, hey, if you are considering becoming a nurse or some kind of nurse, we'll help you become a travel nurse. So it's a
mm,
very specific market, and we know those people have money.
mm,
So
mm.
that's going to be me and you. We're going to probably do that in like another 2, 3 weeks. Not right now. Right now, you just need to focus on selling. Let me just
So,
help you. Just
yeah,
just sell. And also the skill that we're talking about is like, you know how I can kind of, I didn't even have a discovery call, but I can just look at these people and I can tell you like, hey man, this is not a good opportunity. This is not a good opportunity. I don't even know a lot of information, but I can just kind of common sense tell you. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. I'm just trying to get you to learn some of these things.
okay, okay, no problem.
So this is just, this is warm up. This is just practice. Do not think about this for money right now. If anything, make your money back from ad spend. You're practicing, you're learning,
I
and
mean,
maybe,
I don't even care about the money for the Aspen. That, yeah, it's money at the end of the day, but I like that I'm learning. The reason I'm thinking about that is probably in my ADHD mind. I'm like, oh my God, if this is the price for everybody, I mean, why am I
right.
doing it? It's not like I'm there like, because for example, I still have to like show up in my normal traditional videography job to so
Yeah.
I'm not currently on letting this pay me off right now. I know I'm not there yet to let it pay me right now and everything, but um
Out of maybe the reality is out of maybe third, how many leads do you have?
57.
Yeah, the reality is out of maybe, I'll be very honest with you, 70 to 100 leads, you're gonna have
Yeah,
one person, one good person that can pay you $1,500 a month. One. That's
man,
usually, yeah, that's the
that's
reality.
mad. That's mad.
So you know how you said, "Hey, I have 20 leads. I'm going to close 10 of them." I'm like,
Yeah,
no, that's not reality. You have
yeah,
100 leads, you close one. That's a good one.
yeah,
That's worth your time and energy. For me,
yeah.
for example, I have every 10. So for me, I have a bunch of people that buy my $47 course. I don't speak to 90% of them because I just know they're not a good fit. I
Mm,
don't even
mm,
worry about it. I just let the money, I just let the money spend. I let those people come in, whatever. And then the people that I think are a good fit, for example, you, Shirel, Stewart, I start a conversation with those people because based off of reading the application, based off my experience, based off of studying the social media, I'm like, okay, this person I can actually help.
mm,
The same mentality. You have 100 leads. You're not going to sell to 100. You're going to sell to one of them. You can sell, you out of 100 leads, you could probably sell to 10 of them, but that does not mean it's good use of your time or energy. Only
mm,
probably one of them are good use of your time and energy.
mm. I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. Yeah, I mean the grind goes on. Probably I'm gonna resume my ad probably maybe next
See,
week.
see if you can close first. If you can close first, you don't need to resume your ads, and we're going to go to the next stage of building a niche funnel.
Yeah, yeah.
So
I
let's
mean,
make that
I
first.
feel I feel very confident. So yeah, I mean, I appreciate this because going through this phase made me to understand more. And by the time some things happen, yeah, I have an idea of what it is or how it is for me. So yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, I told you there's
I
a
enjoy
lot
I
of
enjoy the sales call though. I enjoy talking to people and seeing me as someone who wants to help their business and all. It makes me feel good.
good.
But that's not the issue, just closing right now.
Right now is just closing. Right now is
Yeah.
just learn. Right now,
I'll
there's
reach,
so much more to learn for you. There's so
yeah,
much.
I'll reach back out to the dating site guy and I would see how I can talk to him and everything.
Like one of the things I want you to learn right now is like this is very important. It's very important that you go through the objection script. It's very important. Right now is the time to practice it. And here I'm going to be very, very honest with you. Your cost per lead right now is $3.40 or whatever, right? Something like
Mm-hmm.
that. Your
Mm-hmm.
cost per phone call is probably, I don't know, like 20 bucks, 10 bucks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Do you know what it is for a niche funnel?
Hmm.
Guess.
I don't know.
60.
Whoa.
Yeah. Some people are spending 60 to $100 for one phone call.
What?
Yes. That's why I'm now your face. You see her face? That
Hmm.
that's why. That's why we're practicing. This is cheap. Right now is that's why I'm begging you, practice, practice, because right now it's easy. Right now, you get to spend $3 on a lead. You get to spend $10 on a phone call. You get to close somebody for $500, $600. You get to make your money back. When you go to the niche funnel, you're spending $60 to $100 on a phone call. You're charging people two, three, five, $10,000. That's the real game. This is
Mm,
preparation for the real game.
mm.
Understand?
Yeah.
So right now, if you don't remember, I said to you, hey, Alicia, work every single lead. Do not let a lead skip. Make sure you hit them up every way. I promise you, when you spend $60 on a lead, you are not going to want to waste your money.
Mm,
And
mm,
so I'm trying to prepare you for that.
mm, 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 mm. Okay. Understood. Thank you very much. I mean, this is eye-opening. Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
why these people, these coaching programs, they charge 5,000, 10,000. Why? It's not because they're greedy. It's because each sales call costs them $100 to $300.
Mm, mm.
So sometimes some of these coaching programs, they spend maybe $4,000 on ads to close one $5,000 deal. That's the reality.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So when you're ready, I'll talk to you about more of that stuff. For me, I do a little bit more advanced stuff. So for me, it doesn't cost me that. That's why I charge. So maybe this will make more sense to you. I think you're ready for this now. Most of my competitors, they're spending like $300 for a sales call and they close one out of maybe 20 calls. So it's costing them like $4,000 or $5,000 to close one deal. Then they have to pay commission 10%. Then they have to pay another 10, 20% for the coach that they hire. So let's say they sell 16. Let's say they sell a 16.
I still can hear you.
Okay, you can hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
So let's say they sell a $16,000 coaching program. Out of all of the costs, maybe the business owner walks away with like 3,000.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's the reality. For me, I spend $150 to sell a course. My course is only $47, so I'm losing money.
Mm.
But because I have upsells, remember there are some upsells and things that you bought?
Yeah,
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 not
yeah.
everybody buys them, but average person, because they buy them, I spend 150 to make a sale, and then the average person spends 150. So my cost per phone call is actually free.
Mm,
Think
mm,
about it now. So my competition, they're just spending $300 for a phone call. For me, my phone calls are free. So that's
mm,
why I can charge a lower rate of 5,000 because I'm more profitable. So I charge 5,000, my competition charge 16,000, but I'm still more profitable.
mm.
It's unit economics, the number. So again, this is more advanced stuff down the road once you're ready for it. Right now, again, there's a lot more to learn. For now, just focus on sales. And then when you are ready, when you have shown like, hey, Kaushik, I know how to close people, I know how to read their body language, all that stuff, then we'll move on to that stuff.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, back to work then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Yep.
I think I'm too fixated on, oh, I must close this. If I don't, I mean, it's not like I'm gonna let my guards down or anything, but I know that this is what it is. I'm learning. I'm not failing.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're
yeah,
learning. Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Cool. Cool. Well, yeah, keep me posted just like you have been. And you know how like today you kind of updated me? Like
Yes.
you gave me all these updates. Try to do that daily. Instead of
Oh,
waiting in one go, just say, "Hey, Koshik, I talked to this person. Here's the update. Here's what this," because I can tell you pretty fast. Like you know how like today I was able to tell you like, "Hey, this is not a good fit. This is
okay.
not a good fit." This if
Yeah,
you just
yeah.
tell me every day, I can just tell you, "Oh, they're not a good fit." Or, "Hey, this is the reality." This way I save you time.
Yeah, yeah. My loom can record for longer now, so I would do that. I'll be looming
A
you.
Zoom video or drop me like say usually what I'm
Oh,
interested in is
awesome.
like okay, this is the business, so this is their name, this is the business they're in, this is the revenue they're in, here's a short synopsis. Just give me that daily and then I can save you time. I can say okay, here's what my suggestion is.
Oh, okay, okay. Thank you very much. I'll do that.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah.
Anything?
Yeah, I think this is everything. I mean, I would work with what it is right now.
Okay.
Thanks.
Okay. Yep, yep. Uh what else, guys? Do we have anything else, guys?
I have a question. Do a lot of people usually not finish filling out forms and stuff? Is that normal for a lot of people to do?
Adisha, you answer him.
Well, let me share again so you see. You it's the most that you're gonna see. So opt-in, this is people who filled just the
I
first
can't see
step
it
of the
on your
form.
screen. I think you sharing another screen.
Oh, sorry, 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 sorry. Let me share some. Oh no. Stop share. Okay, so I'm sharing here. Can you see it now?
Yep.
Okay, so the opt-ins, these are like people who opted in. You see how plenty this is. This is 24 people. They were here, they were here, and this is 6 people. So that's about 30 people who opted in. And I followed up. This is follow people I followed up, like send a text. Oh, there was one time you did this and that. These are people, I followed up again because they responded after this. I followed them up again.
Mm-hmm.
And this is someone who is responding today
Mm-hmm.
after all of those follow-up, like, yo, you filled the form and you didn't finish it. Are you still interested? And they say, Good morning. Yes, I'm interested." And that is 22nd of June. I've sent them texts since.
That's my birthday.
Yeah. Oh, happy birthday in arrears, bro. So
Appreciate you, man.
yeah, yeah. So there were out of 52 opportunities, right? There
Mm-hmm.
were right now, people who fill the form and didn't finish it are still about 30. So that means only 22 people filled the form to the full, and these were the applicants, people who
Mm-hmm.
filled full. And even people who filled everything, some of them refused to, reply anymore. Even
Mm-hmm.
call some, I had to call them. Like, they are not responding. I don't know if they're free or not. I just call them anyways, and
Mm-hmm.
they don't pick up. Well, this is them. This is, see, followed up. These are
Mm-hmm.
people who finished the form. They are applicants. Follow them up. One, two, three, four of them did not even reply. These are people who didn't like, oh yeah, I'm interested. Now pick it. Let's. They didn't, and I've not replied till date. These are people who answered my call, replied, and we've done that. Now I'm telling them, pick a date. Let me present to you what it is. Only four of them have. I'm doing this on the 1st of July, which is 2 days time. I'm doing this on the 6th. I'm doing this on the 30th. And that's tomorrow. On the 30th is tomorrow by 3 p.m. And I'm doing this by 2 p.m.
Okay.
Daisy. So look at how many people fill the form. Look at how many
Yeah.
people are making it through here. And this is through like a lot of talks. Oh, I wish you see. I'm just gonna show you how many conversations I had with Tom. See, this is a
Yeah.
I just kept talking to him, kept blah 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 blah. I tell him that, before it got to this part, where
Yeah,
it finally before Tom picked 1st of July for me to
yeah.
do a sale.
I guess we just the
A
good
few things.
apples out of the bunch because it's like it was common sense for me to like, bro, let me finish filling this out. Like,
Right, exactly. So that's what I was explaining to you. So really quick, Adisha, before you close out of that, a few things. Adisha custom made FU1, FU2, app FU. He manually put those in. That's not in there. He customized
Mm-hmm.
it so that it worked with this workflow based off of what I told him. I was like, hey man, like you're kind of missing some leads. You're probably not following up enough. You need to do this. So this
Mm-hmm.
helps us stay organized. So
Mm-hmm.
that's what I was saying. Everybody kind of you have your own love language. You kind of have how you
Okay.
need to organize things for yourself. And the second thing is, I was telling Alicia, bro, you got to go ham. You got to work these people relentless. Basically, the rule in marketing is you follow up until they either flick you off or they die. I know it sounds a little bit gruesome saying that, but it's like
Mm-hmm.
that you follow up until you don't hear back or they tell you to F off. That's the reality. Or else, again,
Mm-hmm.
I was explaining to Alicia right now, he's paying $3.50 for a lead. You're spending $11. Eventually, you get to a place where you're spending $25 for a lead and like $100 for a phone call. And so if you don't have good hygiene now, you won't have good hygiene later. So it's like learn to make your
Mm-hmm.
bed now because once life gets busy and you have a kid and a wife, boy, you better know how to make that bed.
Mm-hmm.
Look
It's
at
kind of
this
that
person.
mentality.
Look at this person where I told blah blah blah. I say hi there, I'll pass for now. Now I've still sent her messages 2 more times, even though she told me she wants to pass. I still send her messages.
You still work them again because you never know. One
Exactly.
client can be worth thousands and thousands of dollars. One client can be worth $1,000 a month for five years.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think Riviera left, but he has one client that's paid $5,000 a quarter for like the last 3 years. It's a dentist. And he got that client through this funnel. And so that client has made in 5, 10, 15, 20, 20, I don't know, like 30 bands, 40 bands.
Mm-hmm.
It came from this funnel, but it's by
Mm-hmm.
finding that dime in the rough. And the second thing is like, remember how you said like, oh, for you it's common sense to like opt to apply and all that stuff like, when you met me? Well, there are a certain percentage of people that will go all the way through the funnel that will DM you, but that is the cream of the crop. That is not everybody. That is not most
Mm-hmm.
people. That is the exception. And so for me, when I talk to you, when I talk to Alicia, when I talk to Stuart, when I talk to these guys, I'm looking at that. It's like I'm still going to hit up for me personally. It's not the best use of my time. But if I had all the time in the world, I would hit up every single purchaser or I would hire somebody to do that. For me, I'm a little bit more selective, but don't listen to what I say, don't do what I do. But you're going to start to kind of gauge and be like, okay, the people that apply, the people that DM you, those are the higher intent people. That's your
Mm-hmm.
like, you got to go after these people, make sure you're good. And then when you have free time, you go after these other people. So you got
Mm-hmm.
to, again, you'll kind of learn that. You'll learn that about
Okay.
behavior.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
And like I
Um,
said, I using the call, like I said, I'm motivated because like I said, I'm just using the call, like you said, just to get practice in, practice talking to people, practice, just being you. Because I feel like sometimes people can what's the word, like sound salesy and but when you actually care about people, like how
yeah.
you did, how I told you how why I did it, what I did, you know what I'm saying? It makes a big difference. So like I said, that's why I said I'm gonna kill it because I just want to get the practice in and just like let me get good at just talking and just really understanding people, understanding how to solve their problems. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, that's the right mentality. Yep, that's exactly.
yeah.
And so it's interesting. Like you've been here for 2 weeks now and you've seen Adisha through a few different phases and you're gonna go through that too. Like week one,
Mm-hmm.
Adisha is all super about tech. And then he gets a lead, he's like sky high, and then now he comes down to earth a little bit. And so
Mm-hmm.
you kind of go through
Now
these things.
I'm still high. I've done 2 sales calls today actually, so
Yeah.
I'm still
That's
high up.
good. Yeah, that's my next practice is once I get them to the
Yeah,
sales call and walking
yeah,
them through
bro.
there.
We're gonna talk about that in DMs, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, for sure, for sure.
yeah,
That's why I was asking. That's why I was asking you, Coach Sheik, about like how do you do it? And I think I know what I'm gonna do. For the what I want to charge or whatever that I feel comfortable doing. I can share that with you
yeah.
if you want me to.
To be
Uh,
honest, I didn't follow that because I see most businesses. I know they cannot pay that.
yeah.
I know this is how much this is how much your business needs to pay monthly, and I'm supposed to charge double of that for the
Mm,
service. And I know
yeah.
that there's no way this person, and even when you give them that price, they still push back to
Oh,
come in.
Adishla,
Yeah.
one thing I do want to mention, I would not recommend doing what you're doing of charging the ads. Don't make that part of the pitch because you're going to scare people away. So let's say the
Okay.
service fee is $1,000 and then their ad spend is a total of 1,000. Do not ask for 2,000, just ask for 1,000.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
yeah, because think about you, okay? I asked you
Mhm.
for $5,000 USD for the program. Imagine if I asked you for an additional 2,500 to run ads. That's 7,500. That would be a lot more scary for you. I didn't put that on you. I said, hey, it's only 5,000. My recommendation is that you spend 20, 30, but I did not talk about it. And then now that you're here, I'm giving you the reign to do what you want to do. And I'm titrating. I'm like, hey man, maybe turn your ads off. Don't turn your, I'm coaching you, but I'm not, I'm not forcing you to do anything. So I
Mm.
say that to you because it's going to be much harder for you to sell if you include the ad spend. I don't recommend it
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay,
because
yeah, that's what I
once,
was gonna ask too.
once,
Don't exclude the
once,
ad spin in there.
yeah, once you, Adisha and Sharyl, both of you guys, once you get somebody to pay you the 500, the 1,000, whatever, because they are bought in, they've actually put out their wallet, they actually paid you, they're going to spend the money on ads because otherwise it's going to be a waste of money for them. So once your job is just get them in through the door, get them to spend money, get them in through the door. Once they're in the door, I promise they'll spend the ad spend out of their own volition because otherwise it would be a waste. But if you try to pull everything from the get-go, there's going to be too much resistance.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm.
That's a
Okay.
bet.
I think that's a mistake I made in my
Yeah, it
my
was.
first calls actually.
Yeah, yeah.
Not
It's
so I
okay.
would,
It's not a mistake. It's a failing forward lesson. That's all it is.
yeah. I still have more people to close down in that
Yeah. So
sense.
all it does for ad spend is you just bring it up. You just say, hey, look, here's my recommendation, $20 to $30 per day. And the way I like to do it, even consider my energy with you. It's like, hey, my recommendation, and here's how I said it. If you guys pay attention now, I said, hey, my suggestion you spend $20 to $30 per day. Most people close in about 14 days. That being said, we'll talk more about it later on. And then I also say things along the lines of on the sales call. You guys say, hey, it's about $20, $30 per day. Average person closes in 14 days. I would not expect you to spend more than 14 days closing, maybe even get closed in 7 days or maybe even 2 days. I'm saying those kinds of things for you because I want to limit the pain of your ad spend. I don't want you to think about it too much. I just want you to focus on the coaching fee because that is what I need in order for me to help you. And then once you get inside, I know that as long as my coaching, my everything is good enough, you're going to spend what you need to spend.
All
So
right,
same
yeah.
thing applies there.
It's kind of like how you was telling Mason earlier about how the technique of at least get your foot in the door first, and then people's going because they have money involved, they're going to get the other stuff if they
Yeah.
know this is what they need in order to, to make it. So,
Yep. Yep. Same mindset. Yep. Same.
okay.
Yep. Good stuff.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Questions, comments, concerns, fellas?
Nah, do I just need a text you Coach Sheik on here about what I need, everything I need that we
Yeah.
talked about, or
I'm
okay.
I'm gonna I'm gonna go ahead and actually send over that. I might have it right now. Um, actually, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and find it and then I'll
Okay.
send it over
It
to you.
was let me send both of them then.
The main thing I just need to send you is that gray background ad.
Yeah.
So yeah, anything else, fellas?
Nah, thank you. Appreciate you again. I'm gonna do them ad things too that you said to do.
Okay,
One of those two things. So
cool. Ronnie, you need anything?
Yeah.
What's up?
I think I just found some crazy sauce though. I was texting somebody on Instagram and like basically they got their Instagram or Facebook basically banned or whatever, and I told them like, yeah, I could get your account back, but obviously not for free, and I just pitched them like a ban just to do it. And if I get that like cleared out, I feel like that could be like a cool avenue because
Mhm.
like I know a lot of people get their accounts restricted and blocked, but besides that, like basically scratching all that, besides that, like right
Yeah, there
now,
there is there are people that run like call funnels specifically for this. Like, hey, if you're somebody that has an ad account that's been blocked and you struggle with this, that, click below, book a call with me. I'll help you get your ad account back. So there are people that specifically do that. So when you say there's avenues, if you figure it out, it's not gonna be a walk in the park. There's stuff to
oh
figure
yeah,
out.
for sure.
If you figure it out, like that's a good offer because there are people that spend thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars that would be willing to easily pay $1,000 for something like that.
Yeah, I just shot them the offer. He's like, yeah, that's cool, no problem. Just send me. I want to hop on a FaceTime, whatever, but I'm gonna do that later. But basically, like right now, just like basically with my niche or whatever for helping photographers. Um, I believe like from last week, you told me to basically an onboarding page, basically with the website that I created, basically, I believe you told me like, hey, from that website on the checkpoints, basically just have like a video of a tutorial of like to have people like watch through to like to do each checkpoint. So I believe that's what you told me, right? Just wanted to confirm that.
Um, so basically what I said was, so basically what I said is one, watch the onboarding call, first of all, that I sent you.
Yeah.
The onboarding, what is the purpose of the onboarding? It's important that you write this down. The purpose of the onboarding call
I'm writing it
is
down right now.
the reason I say to watch the onboarding call is so that you can see what I say and do in order to get people to pay the rest of the money within 30 days. So if you ever have somebody that doesn't do a pay in full, right? If so, in all of your cases have not been paid, you basically picture $1,500 or $600 a month. So for anybody that does $600 a month or 15 or $150, what do you need to say in order to get them to pay you $1,500 within 30 days? That's why I want you to watch that. I want you to watch it. I want you to like probably screen record that specific part. I want you to study it, and then you can start doing that. Okay.
Okay, got you, got you. Cool,
The
cool.
second thing I want you to do is I want you to come into your specific, you can come into your specific pins. You come down to your onboarding. And then what I want you to do is I want you to watch this video. Watch this after being onboarded. Did you watch this yet?
No, I have not. No.
Watch that video. After you watch that video, what you're going to do is you're going to create something like this. So what's going to happen is basically you do your discovery call, you do your sales call, then you do the onboarding, your onboarding. You're going to tweak up your onboarding. By the way, I gave you a few pieces of advice. So it's important that you do those on. I don't remember everything I told you, so that's on you to
Yeah.
do those things. Another advice I would tell you is whenever me and you are talking one-on-one, and if you forget some of these things, 'cause I'm going to forget, Ronnie, as you can see, I'm talking to all these guys and I just don't
Yeah, I
remember.
get it.
You need to like record me or something for me to, or you need to write it down as I talk to you. Because I don't remember, but I know all the things I told you was very important because there's some things that you were doing on your onboarding that like you should not be doing right now. You go down and then so basically you do the onboarding, you do everything, and then once you're done, you say, "Hey, John, now that you're done, I want you to watch this video." This video should be very similar to my video. Whatever you can, um, whatever you feel like is applicable. But one of the
Okay.
things I do is like for me, like basically I tell them at the very beginning, hey, here's what's gonna happen on this video. Make sure you watch and do. Watch, do, watch, do. And then I just get them to do a specific thing. So I say, step one, hey, I'm gonna teach you, I'm gonna help you understand what the next 3 months are gonna look like. So same thing for you. Maybe you say, hey, look, here's what the next 7 days or 14 days or 30 days are gonna look like for you. If you know, if you don't know, maybe skip past this. And then step two is like, hey, go in here and download Excel. So I tell people step one, download Excel, share your link, blah, blah, blah. So the question becomes, well, where is your Excel? So for me, I just tell people come inside of the course, come inside, come inside, welcome, and then here's Excel. So click here and then download this and blah, blah, blah. So I just tell them what to do for the Excel. And then I join the communities and then, setting up this is important. Remember, step four is like, hey, here's how you set up your notifications. Go into your phone, go in your calendar, and then set up Monday, Wednesday, Friday at the specific time, have an alarm that goes off. And I need you to reach out to me. Make sure you set this up right now before you continue watching the video. If you do that, what's going to happen is now you're going to be able to do what you need to do. Instead of having random calls with people, you're going to have everybody reach out to you a specific day. And again, for you, I suggest you do your coaching calls on Tuesdays and then you do your check-ins like on Thursdays. And that's it, probably for you. That's all you
Oh
really
wait,
need.
so no three-day check-ins for in
You
my
can,
particular case, you don't recommend 3 days of a check-in?
it's up to you. But I would say like start with Tuesdays and Thursdays or something. Tuesday,
Okay.
Thursday, Saturday. It's up to you.
Okay. All
But
right.
I literally show again, watch my video. You'll see I literally show them. I go into a calendar, say, hey, go into your calendar, set it up. Here's how you set up the alarm, everything. And then last thing I says, prepare to introduce yourself on the first coaching call. And then step six is because I'm doing a done with you offer, I'm not actually setting up the ads. I'm saying like, yo, watch these videos inside the course and it'll show you exactly how to set up your ads. And then I say last step is make sure you let me know once your ads have gone live. This way, once they do that, I know where they are. Once they say, hey, my ads are live, then I'll be like, all right, bro, bet. Now watch this video because this is like watch this after ads have gone live. So for example, Shirel, when his ads went live, he told me. And so I was like, all right, bro, watch this. So this is basically everything he needs to know in order to book his first sales call. Once he tells me, hey, bro, I closed my first deal, then I'm going to tell him to watch this. So I'm waiting for Adishla to close this first deal, and then I'm going to tell him watch this. And this video is going to walk them through how to niche down. So again, the whole purpose of this is like basically after each milestone, you're not explaining shit over and over and over again. Now, you
Yeah,
don't have
yeah.
to go to the level I need to go to, but you need to at least have this, I think.
So basically what I'm understanding is
So for
just
me,
start by
I'm using my course portal, but for you, if you want, you can just have everything on like your website or your portal. You say, hey, bro, like watch this, do this, blah, 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 blah.
okay. So what I'm understanding, my key takeaways is basically just watch that video first and then just model it based on like what fits in my criteria and then fix up my onboarding.
Yeah. So those are the
Okay.
three.
Three
Okay.
things. I thought, okay. Okay. Got you. Got you.
Yeah. Step one is watch the onboarding so you can see how to collect payment. Step two is watch this video so you can see what I'm doing. Step three is tweak up your page based off of what I told you doesn't need to be there and needs to be there. And then fourth, model this where it makes sense for you.
I'm a little bit lost. I thought the onboarding is one, watch this video is number one, and then number two is basically
The
do the
reason you're
tweaks on
watching
my
my
onboarding.
the reason you're watching my onboarding is why?
Because that way I can understand what you're doing and then I can basically
No.
model like what's like what would fit for me.
No, the reason I mean, if you want to watch my onboarding for that reason, you can. That would be a good
Okay.
reason to watch it. But two, the reason I specifically sent you my onboarding is so that you, if you need to be writing this down, is I told you I'm giving you my onboarding to watch so that you can see the specific part where I talk about collecting payment. Because right now you're getting people to pay you 150, but are you getting them to pay you $1,500 within 3 months, within 30 days? You're not. So if you understand what I'm doing and you do that, you're going to start getting paid in fulls within 30 days. That's why I sent you my onboarding to watch.
Okay, okay. Okay.
If you want to watch the whole thing to see what I do as a refresher, you can do that if you want.
Okay.
The
All right, that
second
makes sense.
thing is you then, I would say, come into your onboarding page and then just tweak it up based off what I told you. So for example, one of the things you mentioned is payment here. And I said, don't talk about payment until the expectation section. Remember that?
Yes, I remember that.
So basically you make those tweaks. That's going to be the second piece of homework. The third
Okay.
piece of homework is then you come to your specific onboarding page. This is yours right here. This is yours, Ronnie. You come to yours and then you watch this video right here, which is watch this after being onboarded. You see what I'm doing. After you see what I'm doing in this video, you recreate this version for yourself.
Okay. Create that. Okay, so basically watch that first and then I'm writing this down. So watch that first and then about collecting payment to get the payment in full in 30 days. And then number two, tweak my onboarding page. And then number three, recreate that video for myself.
After you watch mine.
Recreate
So you need to watch
after.
mine first you need to watch mine first in order to know what I'm doing, understand it. Then you can recreate it for yourself.
Okay, I understand. Got you.
So you need to tweak up this page. You probably also need to tweak up your site, the one that you showed me. You probably need to tweak things there. And then you can probably recreate this video. You're probably not going to be able to recreate this video until you've tweaked those things up. But
All
it'll
right,
make
makes
sense.
sense.
It'll make sense after you want. You might need to watch this a few times and then it'll click for you.
Okay, got you, got you.
In this whole process that we have, you need one for your wedding photographers and you need one for your portrait photographer. You need two different ones. This whole process.
So one for like the people that I get in for the weddings, and then the one for I get in for the people that are doing the portraits. Okay.
Yeah, because those people are going to have completely different experiences. Okay.
All right. Different experiences. Experiences, cool. And then after I complete this, then I basically need to create my ads, and then I should be good to go because I have everything. Basically, I fixed the bridge. Basically, I fixed the getting paid in full. I've created a path for the people that are doing the weddings, and then I also created a path for the people that are doing portraits. And then also I'll recreate that video so that way I'm not re-explaining everything. So now everything's going to be more automated. And then the last part would be basically recreating the ad so that way I can actually have better marketing. And that way I can like now I don't have to go as crazy on the sales. Now I can my marketing is going to do all the heavy lifting. So now this is basically everything that I'm doing right now is basically to have like less footwork and just this will allow me to like scale my business to like a higher number and like with less work.
Exactly. So right now you're in
Okay.
a place where every single time you have a client, some people are not paying their money, some people are churning, some people you're talking to randomly here and there, they're not following directions. So the idea is if you fix all this, people are going to follow directions. So when you close them, it's going to be a much smoother process. Once you figure that out where everything is a smooth process, then the next step is, okay, cool. Let me make my ads better and then make my marketing better and then have better sales calls. And then those new people right now, the people you had like a test run first, and then now this is like your second test run. The third run now, things should
This is
even
the third. This is gonna be the third one.
Yeah, because the first one, remember, you did a bunch of stuff and then you had like a bunch of people come in and I remember this, you got one experience and then you turn your ads off. And then this is what you just did was like your second batch and you close like 10 people and then you turn your ads off and then now you're going to your third batch. So each of these batches, you're getting slightly better and better and better.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, that sounds right.
You know? Okay,
Sauce.
cool.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. Anything else, guys?
Nah, I think I'm pretty good, brother. I think I'm pretty good. I would say, oh, on my niche, I got two right now I'm looking into. Maybe you can let me know what you think about these, but either personal training, my first one, and photography and videography for the second one. What do you think about those?
I think the thing with photography and videography is you have to I don't know about photography as much.
Got you.
So are you thinking about the coaching game or you think okay, you're probably thinking about the agency game. Um
I can scratch it out though. Ain't no big deal. If you telling me like, nah, don't do that one, like I'm not
so
worried
here's
about
the, so here's the thing. I know it's good that you're starting to think about it. Here's the most important thing to understand, bro.
it.
The most important thing is like, can you make the money?
Right.
That's it. That's the most important. So right now it's like, do you have a strategy to make videographers money? Do you have a strategy to make photographers money? Do you?
Mm-hmm.
And so right now you don't, right?
Right.
So, but the thing is, do you have a strategy to make personal trainers money? You do because you
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
so let's say, for
Okay.
example, you were to run ads and you went after personal trainers. It is more of a saturated market where there's a lot of people competing for personal trainers, but I still think there's a lot of opportunity there. I think if I were you, just in my like you, I think you have like just the most beautiful mindset for this. I'm not trying to gas you up, just straight up, like just the way you
Mm-hmm.
talk, you do. So it's like for you, what I'm envisioning is something like the six figure 6 weeks, you close your first deal and then
Mm-hmm.
you can hang out there for another 1 to 3 months if you want and just keep kind of just getting the reps in if you
Mm-hmm.
want. But it's more of a mentality of like, I'm not getting rich. I'm just making money. So like whatever I spend, let's say I spend 500 bucks and then I make like 1,200 bucks and I just
Mm-hmm.
keep pouring money back and forth and it's just a learning experience. So you stay there for 1 to 3 months if you want, or you just say, hey, bro, I'm just trying to close one deal and then I want to go into niching down. Either of those two options is fine.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's say you go to a niche. What I think would be good for you, in my opinion, is if you, because this is what Ronnie's doing. Ronnie, he's running ads and he's getting portrait photographers and wedding photographers and he's getting them results. But he didn't figure out how to get wedding photographers results. He didn't figure out how to get portrait. He's basically using somebody else's playbook. Riviera is the one that figured out how to get results for portrait photographers. And then
Mm-hmm.
I'm the one that figured out how to get results for wedding filmmakers. So I figured that out. And then Riviera. So Ronnie, he hasn't really figured it out. And he hasn't built the skill to come up with something from the ground up. Instead,
Mm-hmm.
he's just kind of borrowing our brains, and
Mm-hmm.
he's just focused on closing deals. So
Mm-hmm.
for you, I think basically the level that you're at, I think that you're going to be similar to Ronnie because you guys have the same intention, like the mindset is like, I think for you, it makes sense for you to do like personal trainers. So
Mm-hmm.
you're just going to focus on sales. You're just going to focus on running ads to book calls with personal trainers. You're going to close those deals, and then you're just going to use Mason's playbook in order to get those guys results.
Got you.
And you do that for like 3 to 6 months. And now you're making
Uh-huh.
some money. You're making some guap at this point. You're making some guap. You're impacting some lives. At that
Got
point,
you.
I think now maybe you're a year into the game. Now you're like, all right, bet. I have figured out how to help these people. Now I'm gonna figure out how to help chiropractors get results or dentists get results or some other niche that you're more passionate about that maybe has a higher ticket price. And you got to go in there, actually do it. Like me, I built my own funnel. Like the six figure 6 weeks, I built it for myself first and foremost because I wanted to get clients. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like, do you find, for example, let's just say you say to yourself, yo, bro, I want to work with chiropractors. Okay. Maybe that means you got to find a chiropractor and be like, yo, Mr. Chiropractor, you're part of the church community. I would love to help you out for free. I'm trying to build these skills. You cool if I use kind of as like a test run. I'm doing everything entirely free. I'm just trying to learn. You cover your ad spend or whatever. And then now let's just say you work with that chiropractor for like 3 months, 6 months. You figure out some crazy cool stuff. Okay, cool. Now you've earned the right to run ads to help out other chiropractors.
Got you.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah, it makes
The thing
sense.
is, you have to, it all boils down to how good are you at getting people results. Right
Right.
now, that's it. Like the more money you make people, the more money you're gonna make. So
Right. Exactly.
Riviera, he makes his client like 100,000. I think I told you. That's why they pay him 5,000 every quarter, and he's kept the same client for years because he makes them so much damn money. And by the way, the crazy thing is he didn't even figure that out. I figured that out, and I just gave him the playbook. And so he just focused on closing the deal, and then he just ran my playbook. And now what he's done is, because he's been in the game for 3+ years with dentists, he's kind of innovated and figured out how to get dentists better results than even I could.
Got you.
But because his
Got you.
clients make so much, that's why he makes money.
Got you. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That's cool. And
But right now, let's say you hopped into like helping videographers and photographers. If you wanted to help a videographer, you know, you would need to figure out how to help them specifically, unless I assume you're trying to do like something like what I'm doing. Or if you wanted to help photographers, you would need to figure out how to help photographers get results. Or you need to use like Riviera's playbook for
hmm
portrait photographers, or you need to use um, my playbook for the wedding photographers. You have to go after one of those niches and kind of use our playbook right now. I hope that's
Got you. Yeah, no, it makes sense. So, question. So, I told you I got that client that I work with that I do. I'm pretty sure you've seen it on my page. They do clothing and stuff, and I was talking to her today, and I was like, later on down the road, I may have something to where we can figure out a way, to get more eyeballs on your business. And
I don't think that's a good use of your time.
you don't think so? Okay,
No, the
got you.
reason for that, bro, is she's kind of like a solopreneur. She's kind of getting her up and started. And the thing is, like, if I just think about it, like remember I was kind of explaining to Mason, I was like, bro, you have these two opportunities. This is going to cost you 3 months. This is going to cost you 3 months.
Yeah,
And how much money are you going to make from this 3 months, and how much money are you going to life
yeah,
is only giving you 3 months in each case. You can
right,
make an extra 3,000 here, or you can make an extra 30,000 here. Bro, go after the 30,000. So it's like
yeah,
it's going to take you 3 to 6 months to work with this lady and learn some shit.
yeah,
Versus you can spend 3 to 6 months working with like a dentist or a plastic surgeon and figuring some
and
shit out.
yeah. Okay,
Make
I
way
got you.
more money. So it's like think long term. You're still gonna
Yeah,
put 3 to 6 months in, so think long term.
got you. Okay, I got you. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah,
Appreciate you.
absolutely, bro. Um, what else you guys got for me?
I'm good, bro. Appreciate you.
Absolutely.